Go.
Two Dads, One Dut, the Hot Takes Podcast. We are live. We are back.
We are.
Marshall.
We're recording Tuesday, August 8th here, episode 53.
Close Monday.
Monday,
Yep.
August 8th, whatever.
That's okay.
We'll release it.
Yeah.
Forgot. We changed
Get
schedules
released
on
on
you, man.
Wednesday either way, baby.
Time changes. The earth moves faster now. Who knows?
I mean, what do you do? 51 of these things on a certain day? You do two? I was just supposed to know the schedule?
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, episode 53, the combo meal. Top three's coming at you. Anything,
Super size me.
combinations of.
Yes.
There's going to be some fun ones, I think, this week.
Any and all.
Yeah. So, listen, stay with us. We love you. Before we get started, Trav, little announcement here. Tell us.
Yeah. 2D1D, Two Dads, One Dut, the Hot Takes Podcast is proud to announce its newest sponsor, First Shield Defense, Fort Wayne's best place to learn how to defend yourself from actual violence. First Shield Defense specializes in concealed carry training and unarmed self-defense. First Shield Defense
Yes.
has several upcoming events, and we want to highlight a few of them for you. So, ladies, do you like wine, cupcakes, knowing how to defend yourself against attackers? First Shield Defense has a women's self-defense and wine night Friday, August 19th at 7 p.m. You are worth protecting, and First Shield Defense values your ability to defend yourself. Join in August 19th for a night of fun, learning, and wine drinking in a safe environment. Visit their Facebook, Instagram, and website for all the details. www.firstshielddefense.com. First Shield Defense, baby.
Boom.
Boom.
Local businesses, local pod, Fort Wayne.
And where we at?
Always.
No, where can you listen?
Yeah, as always, you can find us on Spotify,
There it
Apple
is.
Podcast, iHeartRadio, iTunes. We on iTunes still?
Yeah, Apple
Yeah.
Podcast, same thing.
Apple Podcast, iTunes, samesies.
Yep.
Creeping up on that top 50 or 150 list.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Google,
and
Amazon.
Ghana.
And as always, free viewing pleasures. We're right here
Booby to
on the YouTubes.
The
Boom.
Hit the like, smash the subscribe, comment.
Yes.
Leave comments.
Here
We
we
love to comment. We love to interact.
We'll fight back.
Let's do it.
Send us home.
Put it right in the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, get it real close. Yep, there it is. Tickle the gooch, tickle the balls.
A little slower in here.
Oh, yeah.
Claps, 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 claps.
All right, we
Yes.
are back. Two Dads, One Dut, the Hot Takes Podcast. As always, I am your One Dut, Justin Dutteroy.
My name is Travis, one of the dads. I identify as a dad.
My name is Brandon Skurdad, Brenner, the real dad of this podcast.
Yeah, so first up, we're going to do the awesome... Oh, no, actually, house cleaning.
Yeah.
House cleaning.
Yeah, that's
Clean
what
the
you...
house,
you
baby.
didn't go through the thing of what we're going to do this week. That's what threw me off.
I just
threw
told
me
my
off,
top
too.
three.
Did it? Okay, yeah. So, a little house cleaning, shop talk, wabs, top three, hot
pretty
take. Yep, you know, all the good stuff. But no, so the capital of Missouri, we were actually...
Jefferson City.
Yep, okay, see, nice.
I thought about it when I'm on my way home.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
I wanted to say Joplin, Missouri on the pod, and I was like, that's not it.
That's not
Yeah.
it.
But it's St. Louis, though.
But it's one of those weird things where it's like, St. Louis just has all the shine,
Oh,
and then you just have Jefferson City, it's like, we're the capital, thanks. And then the other minor house cleaning. Shout out Fisher. He's actually not the king head honcho of Ride the Bus. Horse races.
Horse races.
Oh,
Huge
way
difference.
different.
Yeah, we're betting
I was
on...
like, man, if you like to ride the bus, you're just that guy.
No, but it's a great game, like you said. If you just play the first part of it,
Yeah.
it's very fun.
100%.
Yeah,
I
but
couldn't tell you the last time somebody actually had to ride the bus. Like, the game's just over.
It's always like
different.
some person that just grabs the deck out of my hands and goes, "You're not going to play the worst part. You're not going to ride the bus." I'm like, I mean, here
that
you
is
go. I
that
don't
is
know how to do
correct.
it. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to play.
No.
But okay, shop talk.
Hold on.
Oh God,
I have a minor house cleaving.
cleavage, house cleavage.
I don't know if it was a.
House cleaner.
I don't know if this was a hot take or if you talked
Yeah.
about this in shop talk.
Okay,
You had referenced the new water cooler at work.
sucks.
Said it was trash.
Confirmed.
I'm not going to confirm it, but I will acknowledge.
Yes, come to the dock side.
It's just not as quick. It's a little slower.
Okay.
It's not awful by any means, but I was filling up my Yeti today, and I'm like, this This is a little bit slower than what I remember, so I will give you your due in that.
Travis
aspect.
walked in and said, "Hey, is that full yet?" You said, "Not yeti."
not Yeti. No, what's weird about it too is it gives you this idea, this like weird like feeling that it's full and it's not. And I don't like that. Like, put water in my cup.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the point of it.
Yeah. So,
Is the water colder though?
no. I would argue it's warmer.
For real?
That I don't know.
It's fucking terrible, dude. Wheel it back in. Hopefully it's still in the car. Okay. Shop talk. I love this. This is my favorite part. This I put here. I don't even think it's shop talk, but I helped a guy on Sunday. Sounded just like Coach Taylor.
Okay.
It was like the greatest thing ever. But here's the thing: he couldn't get his ID out of his wallet. So in my head, I'm instantly going, "Not my coach. Not my coach."
Nope.
Yeah. And I did say, hot take. As much as I love Eric Taylor and like his presence and everything on Friday Night Lights, the TV show, his voice got very annoying to me by like 3/4 of the interaction through. I was over it.
Oh, fake Coach Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Not real Coach Taylor. It's like for some reason when it's in real life, it's like this isn't probably because you're not actually Coach Taylor, but
You're
like
not inspiring me right now, my guy.
yeah, it was weird.
Your twang sucks.
But no, first up on the list for Shop Talk, it is Pink, the Victoria's Secret shorts pants. Where are they? I want to know.
What are you talking about?
Like the ones that used to
The ones that just say
like
pink on the
oh,
ass.
that's from the butt.
I said, how did chicks? Oh no, never mind. That's for a different part. But I want. You will get into it.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, but I was like thinking in my head, those things swept the nation.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think
the-
it was like a sister clothing brand.
Because you say Juicy too, right? Wasn't that one too for a while?
And he
Or
said
that's
that, and
the
I'm like,
thing?
that
I
just
think
seems like
Juicy was like Juicy Couture.
a trashy
It was like a
off-brand or something. But like,
Well, Juicy Couture is not trashy, but
juicy on your ass is trashy.
oh, 100%.
Yeah, but did it not at one point? I mean, everywhere you looked, there was pink on some chick's butt.
Pink was
Yeah,
really-
because it was like Victoria's Secret had like a sister like label underneath it. So that was like Pink was like a whole brand. It wasn't just like, oh, just flash pink on everything. They had like their own like inside clothing brand inside Victoria's Secret.
Okay, let me rephrase the Shop Talk. Where are they now?
They're in.
Phased out, dude. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
they're
wearing Echo no
boxes.
more. Ain't nobody wearing Fat Farm no more.
But that's weird, right? Like, I mean, at one point, that was like the chick staple for an outfit.
Yeah.
And now there's just, I imagine Goodwills and Salvation Armies just
It's
stacked to
full
the
of it, yeah.
brim with pinks.
Well, the only thing that I could say, or like an educated guess, and ladies of the pod, you
Yeah,
know,
write
feel
to
free
us.
to email us. They obviously there were a lot of like sweatpants,
Yeah.
so they might still be owned and worn around the house.
And just
it
have-
just might not be as prevalent outside now because most
People are
don't
wearing
wear them.
Lululemon and they're wearing leggings. They're not wearing pink
Well-
sweatpants out.
Or I was going to say, it's like the weird, like, roundabout thing of like all the clothes that were popular to you just become your like jammies.
Yeah.
Like your house clothes, your work clothes. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
great.
And
And
I
then
wore them out too much. Now you're like, oh, these are not house clothes.
no longer pink, a little stained. But then I put here, how did chicks ever move in low-rise pants?
It's tough.
Like that might be one of the more impressive things women have ever done. And I
That's how
say
the
that
whale tail came out, man. Everybody's seen that whale tail.
little well tail.
Yeah, a little whale tail. right
But I'm
there.
like, you sat down, you had to either see ass crack or thong.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you did something, I mean, I don't even know what you do in the front, and it's like your kook is about to pop out. Like, how did you? I almost have to respect it.
buddy, I don't know. I didn't wear it. I don't know.
I didn't either. And then last thing for this one segment of Shop Talk, the art of sagging. Do you think chicks were ever upset that they couldn't sag, or do you think chicks want to sag?
No, I don't think
I
they
don't
ever
think
wanted
so.
to.
No, because it's like the chick in Superbad where he like follows her down the hallway and she had this tight white pants and the black G-string. See right through the pants, man. But it's like guys would sag. And hot take, like if you went below the ass, you were just a dirtball. Like I don't understand why you would do that. Like there was a science to the sag, but like if chicks, you couldn't do it with these low rise things. Like any which way you sagged, something naughty's coming out.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't comfortable, regardless. Like you were doing it just.
So
to
you
sag.
wore the low rise pants.
Oh, I've.
No, I think he's talking about sag.
Well, I've worn both.
What?
You worked at Abercrombie, dude.
yeah, dude.
Oh
You gotta
Jesus!
stand out front with your shirt off.
Oh, yeah. I
gotta
had-
see the sex
The
beat.
V?
There's some low-rise
Sex
jeans,
beat,
yes.
Sheesh. God.
But no, like sagging, like especially like if you did it without the belt and you literally had to hold the pants
Oh, yeah.
up, it was just a hassle.
Yeah,
Like
no.
you're doing it just to try to be cool.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why he wore gym shorts underneath.
Yeah, you had to.
That was a thing for a while too, and they just
Yeah, it's
bunch
the
up at
worst.
the top. Like I
It's the
don't.
worst.
What are we doing here, people? Queen?
Whatever.
Card? Yeah. No, shop talk. Yeah. And I
I
said,
got one. My
oh,
turn.
okay, go ahead.
We'll
Yeah.
alternate.
Hey, go ahead, brother.
So
I love that you're joining.
yeah. I don't know if this is a life hack. I don't know if this has been out for a long period of time, and I'm just now,
Life hacks, love them.
coming
I know.
up to it.
Big life hack guy.
So, I think it was maybe about 3 or 4 days ago. Got out of the shower, was putting some lotion on my face. The bottle's getting low, and you do that thing where you just keep pushing. You know it's almost empty, and you're just like, "Why do I keep trying this?"
Right.
You unscrew it, you do the whole thing. But apparently, like if you squeeze the bottle and then you start doing the whole pump motion, it just starts coming out.
Really?
Like it's not like a massive like flow, but you're like,
Yeah, it
"Oh, there's
does.
a lot more in here than I thought." So now I just squeeze the bottle when it's almost empty and just start pumping it.
Yep.
Done.
Okay.
Life hack. So just squeeze and more comes out. Weird.
It's weird.
You gotta do it, and
Yeah.
It's a twofer.
Yeah,
It's a
you have
twofer,
to.
right?
Shop talk.
You
Sick,
have to
dude.
unscrew it, stick your pinky in, and tip it off.
it's the worst.
Love a good lotion hack. Okay, this next one I titled "Where Are You Going After This?"
Okay.
I said it could be a segment in itself. I don't know. I'm still workshopping it. We help, and we've talked about it a lot last week. Like I've talked about it with a bunch of different people we work with. There's a wide array of like a demographic we see, and it's just universally low IQs, but like to what degree?
Yeah.
And I put here, I call her Old Lady Kathy. She came in and she wanted me to find her photos for her. And,
Oh, yeah.
and when I found them, she goes, "No, I want the images." And I said, "So your photos are your images? That's a synonymous word." And she's like, No. See, when I go here to photos, like those are my photos. How do I get to my images? And I was like, "Call 611. Kathy, you have a good day." And instantly when she walks away, I'm like, "Where are you going after this?" Because if like that's what you're here for, God only knows what you're doing. I don't want you behind a wheel probably, but like this is
Probably
just
driving home. Calling 611, dude.
it's just tough. Hopefully she doesn't call and drive, but it's tough. And then I had the awesome experience of a guy named Rusty stopped in on
Spur.
Saturday morning-ish.
Okay.
Came in.
Griswold.
Yeah, that'd been
Male?
awesome. Male Rusty.
I said nail, Rusty.
Oh, Rusty. Rusty.
Okay.
There you go. Comes
drink
in.
or a shot?
I think it's a
Has to
drink.
be a shot.
I think it's a drink.
Either way, he comes in and he goes, "Hey, my app's not working. Like I can't log into my account." And I instantly assume he's talking about, the one for our company. And it's, to be honest, has a mind of its own 9 times out of 10. So totally get it. And I'm like, "Yeah, let me pull up your account. We have easy ways like internally to reset your passwords to help you out. Like, usually we can figure it out within a few troubleshooting steps." And after he said and made the comment of, you know what I mean, right? Like, sometimes you just can't get into your account. And I'm like, uh-huh. And he's like, "I mean, we all got stuff, you know what I mean?" And I'm like, "We're not talking about the same account, are we here, Rusty?" And he goes, "You mind if I just come over there? I'll just show you." And I'm like,
No.
I can't wait to see what this is. And he turns this phone to me. Shocker, it ain't blue that's on this screen. It is a red heart with horns coming out of it.
Now we're talking.
And it is called FetLife.com, which is FET stands for fetish. And it basically said in some, again, sketchy pornographic like website, it's like kinky, porn, horny, guy, girl, sign up, log in. Every time he clicks login, it just closes out of the app or the web page.
Take it as a sign, bro.
Yeah, and he just goes, "What's the deal?" And I go,
What?
"Jesus, deal?"
Jesus, my man.
And I literally go, "Honestly, man, that's a FetLife thing." And he's just like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's just the weird thing too when they go to reach out to like, "Thanks for your help," and I'm like,
No.
Not shaking that hand. Not
"Godspeed,
now.
sir." Yeah,
Yes.
you see you later.
You hit him with a salute.
Oh yeah, I'm
That's a
like,
knuckle bump right
yeah,
there.
I'm like,
Hey,
"All right,
COVID.
Rusty, you stay
COVID.
safe, my man." So again, where are you going after this? Like
I know where he's going.
it's not FetLife.com, I'll tell you that. Like, sheesh.
That's Pornhub. You
Yeah.
going back.
Okay, and then the Shop Talk.
Hold on.
You got one?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So went to was it Sapporo over the
Cebollas?
weekend?
Sapporo, dude.
The hibachi
/ sushi.
and
They seem pretty deep in
Thank
there.
you for that.
How many people went there?
and we have a wounded soldier over there.
Did you get You had to have 2 tables? I seen a snap. It looked like a lot of you.
Yeah, there was 10 people at our table, and that's kind of what I was getting ready to talk about, is that they don't tell you, and obviously you should know, but there is a substantial difference in temperature when they are cooking versus when they're not. Like, it's almost, I don't know that I'm going to wear long sleeves to a hibachi restaurant ever again.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it could
You got to
be
do the old sit back.
Oh, yeah, it could be the middle of January, and I'm like, you know what? I think short sleeves is the play here.
Yeah.
Because
Bring a jacket.
Yeah. 'cause
What
they
happened
would-
when it was onion volcano time? Were you just like on
dude,
fire?
You did your eyebrows.
Oh, yeah, and these guys, I don't
That's what
know.
scares the kid. It's not the flame. It's the heat.
Oh.
It's blasting on their face.
Piper and Grayson loved it. Lily and Parker almost started crying. Like, they were in the back.
What a bunch of sissies, dude!
Oh, no, I don't know what was in the air
Lily
that
hasn't
night.
liked it in forever.
Yeah.
dude.
You can't take the heat.
But
Get the
these-
hell out of the
these
hibachi
chefs
kitchen.
went after it. Like, they were some of the biggest flames I've ever seen when I was as long as I've been going to these restaurants.
Man,
But I was just like, I don't think enough people know, like, it is warm
Oh, yeah.
there, and they pack you in.
because it's an experience. It's a show.
Yeah.
I-
The sake with the guy with the pulls his pants down and pees and is just squirting the sake in your mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Any of them catches shrimp in their hat?
Right?
There was some stuff, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Flip
That's what I'm
the egg,
saying.
do the heart, sign it.
They don't do that stuff for like 7 years, like to become doctors or hibachi grillists. Like they got to get some work done.
Yeah, it's just another PSA, man. Watch what you wear to the hibachi. It's
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love the hibachi. I've been
comfort.
So good.
We always pick like your birthday dinner spot, and I always go hibachi.
You have to.
Yeah.
That or
So, little kids, Lily always just like, she knows when it's coming, and she'll
Oh,
do
yeah.
the tuck away.
Banditos is a good birthday spot too. You get a free meal. Just saying.
My mother-in-law goes there every year.
As you
Really?
should. It's free.
Got free, dude. She did the free birthday, just the free birthday booze cruise around town.
Oh, that's not
You
a
get
bad
like a free
idea.
shot everywhere. Do you get like a free meal or a free dessert somewhere?
I don't know. Hey, we should try it.
Right?
Just fake our birthdays.
Honestly,
knows?
dude.
Go everywhere. All right, shop talk.
Let's check it out.
Last thing. So this one's a write-in from the Offspring. Shout out Eric. He wanted us to talk about the self-checkout item count, like we were
Yep.
alluding to. And I honestly couldn't agree more because lately, when I go to my, what you say like my grocery store, like the one that's closest to you, that's like become your regular.
You go Clinton?
Yep.
Clinton Kroger?
Yep. I kid you not, the line is usually like 3 people deep on top of the 6 people in the self-checkout. And for whatever reason now, and I guess you tip your cap to it, question mark, I don't know. Like, people take full-blown carts into
Yeah.
the self-checkout now, which I think the 12 item, or I think at one point it was 20, like, that's plenty.
Well, it used to be 10 items or less, and then they
It was
bumped it up.
12, and
Yeah.
I think it was 15.
Yeah,
I haven't
like,
seen it more than
20 is just
15.
full-blown. It's
Yeah,
just
that's a
checkers.
cart, dude.
So
you're
you're-
carrying 20 items.
so we were just talking about obviously how it's like you should be like imprisoned or something should happen when you hit a certain item amount, it just stops working. Just thought of it. You should have a time limit.
No.
Whatever you scan is just like, all right, you're done. Check out, please.
No, because you could just see the items that you scan. Once you get to 12, boom, you're done.
You
Hey,
think people
just the
act-
automatic pay pops up.
Or, hear me out.
Yeah.
Say it's 12 items or less.
Yep.
You get to 12. You now have, say, 1 item or like 4 items left in your cart. Little alarm goes off. If you want to finish checking out,
Go back in line.
the person next to you gets to punch you in the face. Like, that's the penalty.
The person
they make you
waiting.
go back.
The person waiting.
Correct.
I
Yeah.
make you go back in line.
If you want to finish checking out, I get it. Just
Do you want to
thump
get
ya.
rocked? Yeah, I mean, there should be something. Yeah, because again, it's like they invented this to be like quick, easy, and efficient. And if you're some, family of 5 or bless their hearts, some old couple or old people that are just like taking their sweet ass time, and it's like this checkout process is an hour when it should be like
Yeah.
4 minutes at best.
Or just designate 2 spots. I mean, because obviously they're getting rid of actual people as cashiers.
Yeah.
So have a designation self-checkout that's unlimited, and have like 4 or 5 that are, item limited.
Yeah.
And have one person that monitors it. They see the
You'd
tick
have
that
to-
comes
Always
over
the
with
person
the
that
cart.
monitors already.
And
But
those
there's
people are-
always going to be that person that's going to be like,
Don't
well,
care.
this is open. Meh.
Well, and then that's when you need to step your game up and say, hey, sir, the unlimited
I'm
one's
the
over
hall
there.
monitor. I'm the hall
They're
monitor.
like, I already started.
Yeah.
You
It's
can't touch them. They're not
Cancel
gonna do
it,
nothing.
cancel it out.
and those people that they hire should be like straight up Dalton Roadhouse guys, and they're just pansies. They're not doing shit up
I'll
there.
just have it access on my tablet, so as soon as she's done, just clear it.
Yes. Red
Suck
light
it.
comes on.
Yep. Then that whole station shuts down. You're
Sorry.
just
Ooh.
like, guess you didn't follow the rules.
It was 12 or less.
Love it.
Shut up. Shut up. Thanks, Eric, for writing in.
Yeah.
Shout out E-Money.
Yeah, any and all offspring. If you want something added to the grocery list for the shop talk, hit up the pod, DM us, email us, 2dads1dud@gmail.com. We will happily shout you out. Or we'll keep you anonymous and still shout you out.
In line with Eric, man, all these clips of the Lions on Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked for football to be back.
So
And
it's-
that coach is a football coach.
Oh,
He
Dan
is
Campbell,
100% football
he literally has a
coach.
hat that just says grit.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But he just sent me a video, and it's
Dan Campbell,
Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams breaking it down, and I said, Hard Knocks will forever be the show that makes you think your team is going to go 13-3 just to go 5-11
Duh.
every year. You're like,
So I'm
dude,
not going to watch it.
I think this team's
I'm not
got
gonna
it.
watch it.
I think they got it this year, and
They
it's
got
like,
it.
and it's almost like you don't think every other team's doing the same thing and like giving speeches and
Oh, yeah.
practicing. Weird.
No.
The NFL.
Hey, if your coach ain't crying, he ain't trying. You know what I mean?
Eat some kneecaps, baby.
We'll
High-
save it for the upcoming football pods that we're going to
Yeah.
transition to in a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
weeks. But I'm not going to lie, I am not happy about all this Lions chatter.
You don't like the expectation.
I don't like it when
I wouldn't call it
People-
chatter. I
people
would just
are on the Lions.
I would just call it people saying, "Hey, the Lions are on Hard Knocks this year."
Oh,
Chatter over.
Marcus Spears tweeted out, he goes, anybody that plays the Lions this year is in for a game every week.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they're
people-
going to ultimately win, but they're in for a game.
Like, people are talking, and I don't like that.
I don't like it either because I already put a preseason game 1 bet on. I got Lions plus 4.5 against the Eagles at home, dude.
Oh, it's no
We'll save it.
Lock
But
it up.
easy money.
Yeah.
Okay, shop.
That was it,
Yeah,
right?
that's it. Okay,
Oh, it's time.
that's it.
it's WAB time. And
Let's wab about it.
all right, this week's WABs are brought to you by MVP Lanes and Bruner's Pub, where everyone is an MVP. They rack 'em, you smack 'em. Your classic bowling facility, freshly remodeled inside, is Bruner's Pub, home of Fort Wayne's first bottoms up system. Collect 10 Bruner's Pub magnets. Next beer is free. Fresh lunch menu every week, always a new item that they are featuring. Collect 10 lunches on your lunch punch card. 11th lunch on the house. MVP Lanes, Bruner's Pub. We don't forget you.
Never.
Lunch cards are getting used. Just
Yeah.
FYI, I know people that are doing it.
Yes, love it.
It's a real thing, guys.
You love
Get
to
out
see
there.
it. Yeah, get you a free lunchy. Worse than the best. Wab it.
Wab it. Wascally wab it.
Wascally Wabs.
I'll start.
You want to start? Okay.
Hit me
Okay.
with it.
Yeah.
So this goes back to the hibachi.
Depress us, please.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is honestly the first time that I've seen this done. Guy's making the food, and he basically is getting like the scrambled eggs, and he has this kind of own little section of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just goes around and is like, "Hey, does anybody want to play catch?" And he's just firing into your mouth. And
I love it.
we just go down the line, and then there was this couple next to us. They were younger, and they looked like they were probably 18, 19 years old. And the guy, he was the first guy. Guy was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." Misses the first one, just banks it right off, maybe his nose,
Nice.
Yes.
and then just jars the second one. I was like, "Good for you, man."
Yeah.
Then his girl didn't do it. I was like, "Yep, let's do it." I was in the third position. Just take 2 right off the face. Just didn't make a single one. And I'm like, at
Were
one
they
point, I
bad
was,
tosses?
no,
Oh.
absolutely not.
Just a good-
I'm just not good.
Good face shot.
And like at one point, I remember like being that guy catch grapes in your mouth and do all that stuff, and I just at some point lost it. Like it.
Oof.
No, I mean, I still do it randomly. You've obviously seen, my body at work. Like, it's another oddly, good thing, like, useless good
Humble,
thing
humble brag.
that I'm good at. Like, I can just catch shit in my mouth.
Okay.
But I've seen
Okay.
you try it multiple times, quite a few. Like it's never on the first.
But
You'll it
I'll
done.
get, like, a lot in a row, too, which is crazy.
And I don't know.
That's funny you mentioned that because we got listeners that know I beat you at cheese balls at Richie's.
Oh, dude, that was in the vortex. That was like eons ago, man. I've grown since
But
then.
let the record show.
Cheese balls, yes. El Dute has me beat.
But I don't think. I think Dut did it. Might have went down the railroad, but like I think I was the only one that went 0 for 2.
Oof.
And it was just like, you know what?
Everybody-
That sucks.
I've never seen the scrambled egg toss.
No.
I haven't either,
He was
yeah.
really cool about it.
So you had an off night, bounce back.
It's not my forte.
You got to go back.
Yeah.
Short sleeves.
I almost didn't do it because I'm just like, you're not good at this, man.
You should go back and just sit down and be like, I'm ready to go
He's
2
like,
for
buddy.
2.
Dude, shut my eyes closed. I was first team all state. Back in Japan.
Oh, what's gonna happen is the next time I go back and they're not gonna do it, or the guy just does it, and I'm just gonna lose it. Where's the scrambled egg toss?
I've been prepping my whole life for this. Whole week. But,
State.
yeah.
So needless to say, it was a pretty good week if that's the worst. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
okay
not
with it.
bad.
Your worst is a facial.
What did you guys go to Hibachi for again?
It was technically Annie and Brandon's anniversary.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
Shout out anniversaries,
Yeah.
man.
Shout out anniversaries.
I,
man.
I think we've gone to dinner with them either 2 of the last 3 or 3 of the last 4. So like, okay.
We're in it now.
Yeah, it's a party.
Yeah.
Let's do. Dude, I love rituals. Like when you're a part of them, they're great. Every year, you're just like, hey, guess what, guys?
Hope to be in one someday.
I say, yeah, it's gonna.
You're
Dude,
sitting here typing on Facebook, happy anniversary where we eat.
care if I slide in and invite myself? Yeah. All right, Dute, what's your worst? Keep the depressive vibes going.
Yeah, so I texted you guys on Friday
Yeah, the
morning.
cliffhanger already
Oh!
happened.
Friday morning, I was like,
Yes.
oh, the worst of my week just happened.
These are kind of fun. I like
Yeah.
cliffhangers.
So it was like, I didn't have an appointment. My first appointment was until 9:30, but I still get there at the same time every day. So I was like, I'll bring my breakfast since I don't have to rush and eat it at home.
Yeah.
Little breakfast bowl, get there, heat it up, going, grab the hot sauce, has the lid on it. I go to shake it, hot sauce everywhere. Everywhere. All over me, all over my shorts, all over the break room, all over the floor. And I was just like,
Pain.
I'm leaving. I'm done. This is the day.
Just looks like a bloodbath
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
Were you in anything that you were upset that got?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were wearing a fit
Well, I
that
had
you
to
were.
put like my apron on, but then I just smelt like hot vinegar. You know what I mean? Like the hot sauce, like once
Yeah.
it like evaporates, it's just vinegar.
Oh.
And it's all over my hands and it's all over my clothes. So I'm like washing my hands 13 times basically, like
Right.
after I clean everything up. And then it's just on my shirt, and I'm trying to like rinse off my shirt, rinse off my shorts, and it's
Yeah.
still on my shoes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, I had to put my apron on, and then like later on throughout the day, I just like got a whiff, and I was like, oh yeah, I still smell like vinegar. Had to go grab like my aftershave spray, just
Get you some Old Spice.
yeah, man. And then I just had to go out there and be like, hey, who the fuck was the last one to use the hot sauce? The communal hot sauce.
Because
They're like,
you fucked me.
why? They're like, let's just put the cap back on.
Yeah.
No, I owned up to it. I was like, I'm just cleaning up hot sauce everywhere because I go to shake it and just splatters all over. So the break room smells like hot sauce, FYI, guys.
I mean, it's like when you go in the the bathroom and there's just pee everywhere.
That's
Who's the last guy to use the restroom? I don't know.
It's got to be somebody.
Nobody owns it.
That's still like, it scars me, but in ways that I'm not sure that I understand yet. Where I'm like, you just peed on the floor.
Yeah. Hot sauce is the worst. Did it stain? That wasn't me.
Little poopy pants.
Okay.
No, I got it. I got it up pretty quickly and just
Continued
wet
your day.
paper towel and just
Yeah.
went on about it.
Nice. Good stuff. Way to bounce back. You guys are
Bounce
both
back, man.
bouncing back. Yeah, it's more all the week's wabs.
That's the wabs are.
All right, my worst. There are 2.
Okay.
So the first one is I'm upset about what we're doing with this whole mask thing. It's driving me crazy. So at work, we get emails now if our zip code is in a high risk area. And
And
the,
you live downtown.
and the irony to these emails
county.
is you'll be at work and you get one and it's like, starting tomorrow, when you come in, you got to wear one. And I'm like, well, if you're sending me this fucking email, why don't you tell me to do it now?
Right?
Because I joke around. Yeah, and I don't doubt in the slightest this will be how it ends up playing out, where they're going to be like, all right, guys, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to need you to mask up. Tuesday, Thursday, optional.
Take a break.
Think about
Yeah.
it. And it's like, again, today, picked him up for lunch. Because I'm off, I don't have to wear one. What are we doing? I don't get it. Stop it. Let me live my life.
There's heavy traffic days. Thursday, Friday, Saturdays.
Yeah.
Wear your mask.
Please
Uh-oh.
suit up. Yeah. So that's 1. 2.
So do you have to wear it now?
This week, yeah.
Oh.
But then again, I mean, earmuffs for everybody at work. I didn't wear one Sunday because I'm just like, I literally prefaced the first time this happened because now we're on the second round of like, 46802 is pretty high risk these days. Got to wear it for a week now. We'll update you in a week if you have to keep doing it. I just drink coffee and or eat stuff all day.
Nice.
I pull like the airplane move where they're like,
You just have it underneath the lip?
I don't even put it on. I just have it on my wrist as like an accessory, and I'm just like, coffee.
Just have a cup with a massive straw coming out. It's just like one of those helmets.
Yeah, like I just
Beer helmets,
I don't know. I don't like small cups with huge straws in them.
right? Unless you're that guy.
oh retweet. Okay, my second one.
Gets me out of a mask.
It is I call it the parking garage full situation. So,
Oh.
living downtown, you have to acclimate to, like you said, growing, the parking, the when you're allowed to, when you're not allowed to. And yes, I've paid I've started to pay my penance with all the parking tickets I've gotten, where over the last 4-ish plus years, like I figured out, loopholes where to park, where I'd be safe, and they're cracking down on it, I guess for better, even though I feel like it's for worse. And you can pay in parking garages a monthly fee, so you just have a guaranteed like, hey, I'm gonna buzz in, I'll park, whatever. So I'm pulling up. And they have the full signs, like if there's an event or something going on. But this is like a Tuesday, like morning, like maybe like noonish, and like the signs blinking full. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I fucking pay to park here, so I'm gonna pull in. There's a guy, like an attendant, and he's just like, hey there, bud. No, it's full. See? And I'm like, no.
See that?
Yeah, I was like, I pay to park here, so I'm gonna go. And he's just like, no, man, it's full here. You can't. Sorry, like, you got to find somewhere else to park. Unfortunately, like, busy. And I'm like, again, I pay to have a spot here. I get that it's it's not a specific numbered spot, but this parking garage belongs to me in the exchange of one spot.
So you guys can take the reservation.
Yeah.
It's the holding of the reservation that's the important part.
And the irony to it was,
These are the guys we need to self-checkout.
Fuck 'em.
Stay to your guns.
Oh,
Get these people out of here.
fuck that guy. So I was
He's
pissed.
doing his job.
Fuck him. So
Jeez.
I obviously know if you do like fucking 3 lefts, I mean, there's an entrance on every road, and I'm like, this guy can't fucking man them all. So I go to the next one around the street, buzz in. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had to go all the way up to the top. Spots open.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't do this, man. You're just lying to people. Like,
Did you go down and tell him?
no, fuck him. I'm not helping him do his job. He should
I
do.
feel like if you pay, I don't know what kind of system they have.
Exactly.
In there,
I'm
but,
like-
if you're paying, that should like take away a spot every time. So like
Literally.
people clicking in, clicking out.
Yeah.
They should automatically be like, okay, we have 100 people that pay. Wipe out 100 spots.
Somebody somewhere is doing some algorithm to be like, yes, we have this many tickets we can like, or parking passes we can give out. Like, I should be good 100 out of 100 times.
Yeah.
Like, I should never have to worry about parking here. Like, even if I have to go all the way to the top, inconvenience, sure. Can I park here? Yes.
Yeah.
The double irony to that is,
Just irony.
no, AEP. So what is it, American Electric Power? They have 2 or 3 floors of the parking garage like blocked off for their employees for their building. I don't think I've ever seen more than like 10 cars in there.
Probably all working from home, dude.
Exactly, but I'm like, you're gonna say it's full, and this place is a ghost town. Albeit you don't want anybody in here from 9 to 5, but it looks like they're working remote anyway. So I'm just pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're closed.
Yeah.
What are all these people here doing?
drinking and having a good time. You're too stupid to have a good time. Yeah, I was pissed. So, parking garages, figure it out.
Yeah. We
Demo
drove by
team.
it on like 2 weekends ago when it was our anniversary.
Yeah,
And we drove by I don't know if that's the one you went to, just like down the street on Calhoun.
Civic Center one.
Sure.
Yeah,
Is it that one?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one on Calhoun? Like at the other end of the landing?
No.
That's the one. That's the one we went. Well, we were going to Mercado. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
went
okay.
there.
Yeah.
You're probably talking about this one.
Yep.
Across from Botanical Gardens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that one was full because it was. I forget what it was.
It's your
It was
anniversary.
something.
People
It was
wanted to
our-
be around you.
People wanted to be around.
Oh no, they do the late night thing on the landing, and there's like the food, drinks, and you can dance and stuff.
Well, that was like this past Saturday. This was like 2 Saturdays ago.
Oh, I'm
And me
sure.
and Molly were like, full for real.
Yeah.
And he was just like, all right, well, I guess that's going on. I guess that's going on.
Yeah. It's
Good
just,
for downtown though.
and again, I think it's one of those, like you said, I have to accept that it's growing, and like
It's like the line at the deck.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
just gotta accept it.
that
you don't
line's
accept
fucking
the line.
stupid.
You don't
Yeah,
accept
that's
the
fucking
line.
no. That's
You
just
jump over
You
the fence.
accept the madhouse.
Yeah.
That's what you have to accept is just the madhouse.
yeah. We've been through the tough years to know that this is not how this place operates or should
Yeah.
operate in the slightest.
You don't go to the deck for 15 years and know 2 bartenders. You put the work in.
Yeah.
So you get to cut the line for just these 21-year-olds just to be like, oh, well, there's a line, so I'm going to wait in the line.
I put the work in. These next 10 years are gonna be great.
I can
put
feel
the work in.
myself becoming the old like senile, just like in my day, this is how I
That's why we
lived.
got to go to the deck from like 4 to 9, and then I'm out of there.
But
Yeah.
part of me wants to just fight back. I'm
Well.
pissed. All right.
You want to fight back?
Yeah, get us antidepressed.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Let's get the best.
To
Yeah.
the moon.
To the moon.
baby.
Give us the B's of the Wabs.
I actually have 1A, 1B-ish.
Okay.
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my best
Happy episode.
is full disclosure. I hardly ever wear deodorant because my arm breaks out,
Okay.
and
What?
I don't smell. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I'm going hard at something, I'm gonna sweat. It's gonna smell like man, for a little bit. But I can go throughout the day
Musk.
and not like reek. But
Yeah.
there's times where I'm like, ooh, I wish I wore deodorant. Just because, again, and it's only one of my armpits, but it just breaks out and it's just bumps.
You
And,
gotta give off the Old Spice, man.
and I've tried literally all kinds of stuff. And about a month.
Organic.
Oh yeah. Well, about a month ago, I think I was maybe going to play golf or something. And I knew I was gonna be sweating, and I put my wife's deodorant on because she has some organic, whatever.
Chick stuff smells good.
It does.
Well, it does. And I mean, and I made sure nothing got on it, wiped it off for the most part.
What would get on it?
Hair.
Okay.
What would get on it? And
Whatever.
but anyway, so I was done. And I noticed I was like, you know what? I don't think I really sweated.
It's not itching or
And
anything.
I wasn't itching the day after. And I put it on again maybe 3 days later, and she goes,
What are you doing?
"Hey," I was like, "What?" She goes, "What are you wearing?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You smell."
Feels nice.
It's like, I put your deodorant on.
Yeah.
Lost her mind.
I could
I
see
was
that.
like, "All right, I get it. You don't want me to wear. I'm sorry."
So my cousin.
Over the weekend though, she goes, "Hey, do you want me to buy you some of my deodorant?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
And it just got a different scent. I've worn it 3 days in a row. Nothing.
Nice.
Not sweating. And I'm like, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
This is a huge
Nice,
win.
dude.
Dude, my left pits more than my right pit, and when you find that right deodorant, you gotta stick with it. It's like finding a pair of pants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This is one this is staying in the lineup for a
Yeah.
long time.
I'm gonna guess it's in a light purple.
No, it's actually green. The girls picked out the scent. It's like eucalyptus. It's native. It's an organic something.
Didn't we find out
It
what
is like-
eucalyptus was on an earlier episode? What is eucalyptus? Isn't it a plant?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know what it was.
Koalas eat it.
Nice.
Yeah, but I literally think it's like $11.99.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's costly. But again, for me, this is money well spent.
I'll take the stick of degree for $2 and just sweat after an hour. Fuck it.
I don't mind sweating. It's the after. My arm literally gets red bumps and it itches. It breaks out.
Ugh.
And I've done the powder. I've done the gels. I've done all kinds of stuff.
Spray.
That's gross.
Yeah. And in high school, I was buying special stuff, and it was $12 or $15.
Nerd alert.
Does it happen with soaps? Like your body washes
No.
and stuff?
Yeah, it's weird.
Wouldn't know. Don't use it.
But then the old 1B,
1B?
and kind of inspired by the Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
99.
with we were talking about. I have some little things I do with each one of my daughters.
Yeah.
And school's getting ready to start on Wednesday, so over the weekend, Piper and I, we developed our own handshake. And then
Yes.
tomorrow I have to create one with Parker.
Yeah.
And I woke up this morning and I said something, and Tina's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Piper and I, we have a new handshake. We're gonna do." She goes, "No, you don't." Piper, she was laying on the couch. It's 7 in the morning. "Piper, come here." "Hey, what did we learn?" We just start dabbing each other up, go up and down. Dude, he just looks at me like, "You guys are the worst."
There's nothing.
She's still left out. She's still
Yeah.
pissed.
Especially when it's cue up just the random time where especially in the morning doesn't make sense. Neither of you are on the same wavelength yet, but you're just like, hey yo.
Oh, I literally
Oh, yeah.
walk them into
Goated.
school and drop them off at each classroom. I guarantee every day before they go in, it's just that's how we're ending it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
that's
time.
sick.
Better tell Tierney to get on that softball mom handshake, dude.
Dude, handshakes are so fucking goated, dude. We got to work on bringing them back.
Oh, yeah.
We have
They
to.
should have never left.
I
I
agree.
told you I'm trying to bring him to the shop. I got
Yes.
one barber down with it.
I
And
mean,
he still messes it up. We do it every day. Once when we get there, once when he leaves, he still messes it up.
I mean,
I'm
you
like,
got to practice,
you gotta figure it
brother.
out,
You
dude.
got to practice.
Yeah, that's the best though.
Yeah. Okay.
handshakes. I'm
Happy-
fucking back. Dude.
Happy best. Do tape. What's your best tape?
I got a twofer. It's
Yes.
just a general twofer. But the first
Go
one,
ahead, man.
Yeah. The first one is so I set up my LLC for my barbershop, and I don't know, I get spammed all the time. So everybody's like, "Oh, send me your business cards." Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yep.
Dude, send me a pen. Very nice pen, monogram with the LLC and my phone number on it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, if you get a nice pen, fuck, man.
And I was like, "All right, dude." I was like, "Babe, where's this from?" She was like, "I don't know." And she threw all this stuff away. I was like, all right.
Thank you.
I wasn't gonna buy any anyway. I'm not a banker. I'm not passing out pens.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, well, I'll keep this though. Set
Yeah.
this up on my desk. I don't have a desk. I was
Oh.
like up on my station. I'm
Yeah.
a mess.
I do. I like.
So there's
good
an
pen.
older lady at work, and despite we're not going to go into like who she is or what she does, but she has
Who is your
bought,
daddy
like,
and what does he do?
80% of the employees their own personal pens.
Oh, really?
Like she gets on Amazon, and they're all different colors. And like mine say scarific, his say dad, and all this. But like there are people, because we don't have the same desk, even though we kind of think we do. If somebody takes one of your pens, like it's like a big deal.
Yeah.
They're like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Read the name.
Yeah, so it's
Wolfray.
like, oh, I've had customers ask. I'm like, no, sorry, can't have that.
The best
Not
was
that one.
You get a good pen, and like it's a big deal.
Dude, I finally got mine, and she obviously was just bewildered at why I wanted dad on them. And I'm like, I'm not even going to explain it to you. There's no point. And they get there, and I put 3 in my cup. And I mean, this order comes with like easily 12 or 15.
Easy. Tierney took 3 of mine.
Yeah, and she comes over. You got your pens? All right, Trav. Yeah. She's like, where are the rest of them? And I'm like, well, I don't need 15 pens at my desk because honestly, we're all
People are gonna steal them.
Yeah, dude, it's so weird. Like, I don't understand the people that we work with, or maybe it's just customers and we don't notice it, but like the tomfoolery that goes on, I don't think it's tomfoolery to me. It's like, how do you just take shit and you're like, I guess this is mine now? And it's like,
There's a part of me that respects the move, though. I'm kind of like, ooh.
but it's like, just put it back. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's not hard to be like, I got this from here, so now this goes back here when I'm done with it.
Until you use it and you're like, ooh, that's a Pilot G2. Dude,
Woo!
I'm keeping that. Click.
Fuck it. It is what it is.
Gotta
Okay.
keep those.
What's your slight second?
Football's back.
Football is super back.
It
Football's
is.
back.
Did you watch the game?
I watched
Terrible.
the first half. I'm not gonna do more than that.
Yeah.
I watched the first half and I was like, well, the under's not hitting. I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it for when we do our football pods. But yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on like just the types of games that are played leading up to the regular season, and
Yeah.
then including that. Like,
I didn't see the start of it. Like Tier and I think we clicked over on the start of the second half and didn't know anybody. Like, did the starters start?
No.
Okay.
no, it's the fucking Hall of Fame game.
It's
Which
what
is,
the game 3. Well, now they shortened it, right? Didn't they?
There's
get rid-
only 3 games now.
So is it like the second game now is when the starters are going to play like a
Supposedly.
half?
no, there's only 2 preseason games.
No, there's 3. I thought.
No, it's 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow, even better.
save it for the football pod.
Save it.
Different pod, different.
But
day.
football's back.
Yeah,
Football's
There's
back.
somebody said there's a football game every week now until like February.
Yep. Starting this weekend.
boner alert.
What's your best, dude?
That's
I've-
why I gotta think there's gotta be 3 games, right?
We'll find out. We'll get IT on it.
I mean, how many weeks
Um,
are there until September 11th?
Never forget.
No.
My
forget.
best. So I have 2 of them. First one. It's playing a song and everyone just naturally starts vibing out to it.
Oh, yeah.
So like when I get to work, I usually just like continue playing whatever song I was listening to, and it's just Spotify on shuffle. But I'm in the back and I'm getting the coffee pot ready and everything, and Justin Bieber, "What Do You Mean?" comes on, and it's just like the classic, like
It's so good.
everybody's just like, dum, 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 dum.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? And like you just hear everybody, like, you know, somebody comes to the bathroom, to the water cooler, goes out to smoke a dart, but like everybody instantly, as soon as they hear it, they're just like, oh, like it just instantly catches on to everybody. I fucking love that when everybody just, yeah, vibe into a song. And the second one is we just got a new sponsor for the pod, so it's good stuff.
Shout out, baby.
Yeah, we're growing.
I was gonna say
Shield.
Yeah,
Defense.
it's one of those like, yeah, just shout out to First Shield Defense. Like it's great to have somebody that wants to just actively work with us, and then we get to work with them, and it's one of those, again, for me, it's a whole, you know, you have to unpack that different pod, different day. Like always had that not good enough feeling, so it's good to have something where it's like, this is a huge win. Like
Yeah.
I don't care how you paint it. It's
For
like,
everybody.
yeah, like it's awesome. You think you can never, we were talking about it a little bit at lunch, like, you know, the people you look up to, like how I said I love like Part of My Take, Big Cat, PFT, all those guys. It's like you think you can never be that, and like sure, maybe to not to that level, but like we can have something that says presented by, like we can have
Yeah.
sponsors, we can, like, we are a podcast at the end of the day.
That's right.
Yeah, it's fucking
here.
cool.
Also,
So-
shout out First Shield Defense. Molly went to one of those wine nights, wine and cupcake nights.
Really?
Where you get to learn. And she says very hands-on. It's very informational, very useful because, like, they take you through the scenarios, but
Yeah.
then they, like, for real take you through the scenarios. Like,
Yeah.
you would say it's maybe over-aggressive, but at the same time, if you're getting attacked,
Right.
that's how you would probably
probably-
be able to respond.
Yeah.
So, like, it's very, like, realistic.
Yep.
And to a sense, and like you partner up with people. So like, shout out Kyle on there. Him and Molly went to the same gym. That's kind of like how we met up.
Yeah.
And then he started listening because she went to the pod. And she posted it. And then she said she went and she learned a lot. She really liked it.
Yeah, that's what I said, like, right out of the gate, like, I just think what they do, like, at FSD is it's very, like, he wants you to be, like, informed to do the right things. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just, like, this sense of, like, crazy, like, oh, I'm going to teach you to be, like, this crazy, powerful, like, hulkish person. It's like, unagi. It's just, like, teaching you the right ways, the respectable ways, like, just all good shit. Yeah, love it. Shout out.
Love it.
Yep.
Those are WABs.
Wabs, baby.
Labs, baby.
Yes. Again, write in your Wabs if you want. We will shout them out. There
Email
were
the pod.
twodadson@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram. Every Sunday, basically, what we're going to do is just put out a thing for you guys to respond to. Again, don't be bashful, and we can totally leave you anonymous if it's like something serious or if it's funny, lighthearted, whatever. We got a bunch of them this past Sunday. But I almost get like anxiety and like overwhelmed, so like I would just want to like shuffle them around and like try to figure out where they'll fit in best. So next week,
There we go.
Shout it out.
won't forget about you.
We will not.
Yes.
Change it up.
Yeah. Next segment.
All right.
Top three.
Top three.
Oh,
Combination Station. Who's it brought to us by?
top three this week is brought to you guys by First Shield Defense. So First Shield Defense will be doing a one-of-a-kind vehicle defense and training seminar on September 17th. Fight with or without your firearm in a close quarter environment in and around your vehicle. Learn dominant shooting angles, best drawing practices, up-close fighting, and test your skills in their scenario challenge. This course is designed to inform you and allow you to get many repetitions in a safe training environment. Visit their Facebook, Instagram, and website for all the details. Stay up to date. www.firstshielddefense.com. Shout them out.
That's how you learn to not get mugged, get your car stolen.
Boom.
three.
Nobody's taking my Honda. Top three. Best combos.
Combinations. Synonymous with.
There's a
Yeah.
lot.
This one, like I was texting you guys in the group message, like I wanted to have fun with it and just basically take the word combo or combination and just run with it. Like I didn't want to put parameters on it, even though it's like, leave meat on the bones for, future content, whatever. But I was like, I think this could just get funny. This could get good.
Yeah.
So I'll start if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. Oh, by the way,
Yes.
3 preseason games. IT confirmed it.
Ooh. All right, I'm an idiot. Shocker to no one. Bronze, silver, gold is the rendition we'll choose this week.
Have to be.
For the 53rd week in a row.
Changing it up?
Yep.
Okay.
Coming in at number 3. Again, these are all near and dear to our hearts. Is how they're always going to be ranked. Shout out to one of the offspring, Jack. He DM'd the pod and gave us the idea that it should be draft-esque, where if somebody picks something, you can no longer pick it. I think we're still trying to workshop it, but there's something there, depending on the content, I think, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, without further ado, my bronze. It's movies and popcorn.
Movies and popcorn, baby.
You can't, like, I kid you not. I mean, we've seen a lot of stinkers lately. Shout out Marvel. Not. But when you go there, just knowing that I'm going to get a large unbuttered popcorn to myself is just something that's unmatched, only by 2 other things. But, like,
Honestly.
yeah, but it's just,
It's special.
it's so
Oh, yeah.
good. And I was trying to think again. I'm like, I have to rank these on the special ability scale to me. And I was like, I love movies and popcorn.
I love movies and popcorn. I love them separate. I love them more together. I try to eat popcorn at my house. Not the same. Doesn't
not.
hit the same. But movie theater popcorn fucks.
And I think we talked about it early season. Please don't go back. But we used to, me and shout out Mike, we would just go and pick up large popcorns and just go home and watch movies at home.
Yeah.
It hits a
I'm
little
8 minutes from the theater. I used to do all the
Yeah.
time.
hits a little bit different, but yeah,
Not
it's
anymore.
just
Fine. R.I.P. AMC.
puke. But yeah, it's movies and popcorn, baby.
Movies and popcorn.
Oh, it's
You can't beat them.
they're just
A staple that I hope lives on forever.
Yeah.
yes, because I mean there are some things, and I think it's to the spirit of
Christmas?
This category is popcorn's good on its own,
Yeah.
but again, it's the combination
That
of
sends it.
pairing it with a movie. 'Cause again, like last night, my daughters wanted to watch the new zombie movie on Disney Plus,
Oh, Zombies 3.
Zombies 3. Spoiler alert, it's probably the worst one. I was disappointed. It almost made my worst of the week.
Well, I didn't see one or
I didn't
two,
know
so
Descendants 3, I'll
Oh,
tell you that.
no. That hits hard.
what are
You
we
got it.
talking
No,
about? What are these fucking movies?
Dads know.
Yeah,
Dads
we get
know.
it. But no, Piper wanted...
Fake dad.
She wanted either Grinch popcorn or she wanted s'more popcorn, and Tierney made s'more popcorn, so it was buttered popcorn, like movie theater buttered popcorn, but she put little chunks of graham crackers, and then she melted some chocolate and put it in there.
Yep.
And it was really good.
You put
Yeah.
the baby marshmallows in there too?
I think she did some, yeah, because it was
Oh, yeah.
sticky. And it was like that buttery, sweet taste. But there was still disappointment. It's like I'm watching a movie and there's popcorn, but it's not movie theater popcorn.
So I was just,
recliner, baby.
but I was just
Keep it
gonna
dark.
say, I think I've maybe uncovered a hot take just thinking of it right now. Hot take. I think I would rank caramel popcorn above regular popcorn.
Oh my gosh.
No way.
Dude, I would eat that until I am sick.
Caramel popcorn doesn't make, however many lists I have, it doesn't make. If it's top 5 popcorns, it's 6. If
It's
top
cheddar
10,
popcorn.
it's 11.
It's
If
cheddar
it's 20,
popcorns too, dude.
easily.
No, I mean, okay, there are ebbs and
Those
flows. Like I go
buttered
through.
cheddar.
No, I go through phases of it for sure. But like when I'm in a phase, like a deep phase of like caramel, fuck, dude, it's bad.
Gross.
Like
Well,
I
like,
devour.
You buy the 310 and go caramel cheddar together.
That's when I used to live with my mom. So what?
Isn't that Chicago
20 years
style?
ago.
When
I
you,
think
when you
so.
just get caramel and cheddar together.
I think it's
Chicago
like Garrett's
style.
Garrett's popcorn in
Yeah.
Chicago.
But yeah, caramel fucks, dude. It's
Gross.
so
Hurts your
good.
teeth. It's just disgusting.
Hurt me.
It's
I'm ready to be hurt again.
It's like Christmas time. I'll eat it when it, like the tins come out. And that's
Feel-
like a good gift out there.
It feels
And then it's
seasonal,
around.
yeah.
But like I'm not like going to like the fair and getting like caramel kettle corn.
Oh
or
no!
things like that.
Like if we go to the movies the next time and you ordered caramel corn, I'm gonna punch you in the
maybe
face.
maybe we just debunked my own hot take. Like I don't actively seek it, but when it's around me, I will house it.
yeah.
So then I should. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid.
It's
Yeah.
gingerbread lattes.
Yeah.
It's good for 2 months, seasonal.
Focus. My bronze. Movies and popcorn. There we go.
It is good.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I got it. My bronze is good all the time. Santa loves it. It's milk and cookies, baby.
Milk and cookies.
Milk
Yeah.
and cookies.
Uh,
Specifically chocolate Chips Ahoy. If I was going milks and cookies,
Chewy or regular?
regular. If you're doing the Dunkin', like I could just house chewy Chips Ahoy like nothing. But if I'm like doing the whole thing,
I got a hot take
Chips
for you.
Ahoy, Oreos. Those are the two that are best with the milk for me. To me,
So my best friend in elementary school, shout out Dan Schisler if you're listening.
better be.
We used to go to his house. He lived in Paper Mill Bluff, so it was a couple additions over. And I had never done
Somebody's
this.
got money.
And-
I don't know where that neighborhood's.
Well, it was crazy because like at the time it did feel like it was an uppity neighborhood, and I just drove by it like a couple weeks ago. And I'm like,
It's a double wide on tires.
You're like driving past Dwanger and you're like, nah.
Yeah.
It's connected to an apartment complex. You're like, nah.
But we would, because he told me about this, and he would take like 3 or 4 Chips Ahoy. He would put it in the bottom of a cup. He would fill the cup up with milk, and then the cookies would start to dissolve and soften up. And then once he was done drinking the milk, he would just eat the rest of the cookies with a spoon.
Spoon?
And it is delicious. And I tell that story, and I kid you not, about 80% of the people I tell you to think it's absolutely disgusting. And it sounds terrible, but I'm like,
It's because they're the like purists that are
It's
like, you gotta hold
heavenly.
it, and
It
then
was
when it
so
like
good.
falls apart, everybody's like, "Oh, you ruined it, dude! You left it in there too long."
No,
I don't.
because it's not like it was soup.
Throw them in there.
Because you would drink it quick enough because you wanted to get to the cookie,
Yeah.
so it still had some structural integrity to it.
No.
But man,
Consider me 81% because hot take. I don't like dunking cookies in milk.
Oh, really?
I'm a big because it's a texture thing for me. It always has been. Like I want to just fully enjoy this Oreo, this Chips Ahoy, and I will gladly slosh around a big old cup of vitamin D or 2% if nothing's around. And like I'm still eating the cookie.
nothing's around.
Well, because my mom would always have 2%, but if vitamin D's there, fuck yeah, baby. But
Oh, that's thick.
It's cream.
love it.
It is
but
so good.
But it's like I'm totally okay with it, like all being in my mouth like that way. But if I dunk it and then it's just a weird like I
Yeah.
have to do
You
it.
like the crunch better than
Yep.
like a soft like
Yep.
mush crunch.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing for me, but I have to do it in that
Yeah,
fashion.
as I'm older now, like I don't twist my Oreos no more. You just pop those bad boys right in the mouth.
Yep. I love just taking big chunks. Yeah. Nice. Milk and cookies.
They're good.
Okay, so then obvious question with milk and
Obvious.
cookies. Milk and cookies. Did you ever leave them out for Santa?
Still do.
Love it, dude. That's fucking wholesome shit right
He's gonna
there.
come.
He's coming.
Santa's coming?
I mean, there's little kids listen to this pod.
How do you spell that?
It's not like
it.
that.
No.
I like that.
What? Sorry.
Out of
Foul. Foul. Yellow card. Okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Cookies.
Anyways.
Cookies and milk, baby. Keep them coming.
My bronze.
Yes, your bronze
So, this, I don't want to say this is recency bias because, like, the term is going to be, because I'm going to say, like, a charcuterie board. But for me, it's cheese and crackers or, like, meat and crackers. Like, to me.
Okay, like a Lunchable?
Yes. Like, I think it is the
It's a party in your mouth.
quintessential just snack food when you're at parties, the grab and go, the finger
yeah.
food. I mean, when you get the cracker, the cheese, and the meat, it is just phenomenal.
I won't
can just
stop.
make a meal out of it.
Yeah, I won't
Not
stop.
Like, it's there all day.
Yep.
And again, I don't know when the whole charcuterie board became a thing, and now everybody orders it at wineries because now it's coming with veggies and all kinds of uppity stuff. But at the end of it, it's just cured meat, crackers, and cheese. And sign me up for that.
It's a banger of a combo, dude.
Baby pickles. The baby sweet pickles.
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, dude. Don't.
Dude, they're so good. You don't know. You don't know. You're not sophisticated.
Not enough for charcuterie. Just give me a chip, a cracker, and a cheese. I'm done.
A chip, a cracker, and a cheese.
And a cheese.
You don't need the meat. Just
Oh,
chips,
a chip,
crackers, and cheese.
That's my bad. Okay, the BLs are getting to me. Yeah, a cracker, a cheese, and a meat.
Yeah, but like Chris at work, his wife
CCM.
randomly just brought in some one of these platters, and he just puts it in the fridge, and he's like, "Hey, there's like meat and cheese back there." I wasn't hungry at all, but I'm like, "Yes,
All right.
I'm gonna go do this.
We need
throw
to
me
do-
some pepper jack, throw me this little jerky, and this Ritz cracker, and I'm just gonna
Yeah.
slam."
Ooh,
We got-
little pepperones.
Yeah, we got to make a list of stuff that, for whatever reason, does not fill you up, no matter what. A charcuterie board, like meat, cheese, and crackers, is on it.
Yeah.
I could sit there, I could stand there for hours. Wouldn't get full.
It's at every birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
It is just a
It's
steak.
right next to the veggie dip.
Oh yeah.
The veggie tray.
It
I almost
does not
grade
get old.
your parties based on your snacks. Like, if you're the person that throws out a bag of Tostitos and you're just like, okay, here you go, I'm like,
You better
tisk,
have something to go with
tisk.
those Tostitos, dude.
tisk, tisk, tisk.
Oh,
-1.
I remember for the first couple years of Piper's birthday parties, we would always get Coney Island. And then one year we didn't. And AJ and my brother were both like, "What the hell, man?
Yeah.
Like, where are the hot
It's
dogs?"
the whole dog treat thing. When you keep...
Pavlov.
Pavlov, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
just
teach
trade.
them. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's a thing.
I respect it.
Hear the
Okay.
birthday song, you're like, my mouth tastes like onions.
My mouth's dry. I hate this.
So
I have
good.
bad breath. Okay. Good bronze. Combos. Silver medal round. So,
It's gonna be a good round.
yeah. This might have been one of the hardest decisions to make, was going silver or gold with these next two for me. But I had to put in the number 2 spot, silver medal. It is chicken noodles and mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
Mom's recipe.
Disrespecting
Oh,
your
yeah.
mom like that? With
No.
a glass of vitamin D?
But I think she will understand when you guys hear my gold in the future.
Okay.
Future us will understand.
I mean, I've yet to have it, but you have talked about this a lot. So.
Like, it is one of those things where, again, it is 100% bias on my part because I've eaten it since I could remember what it tastes like and when I could eat. I will eat that every single time. I could eat it every single day. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, does not matter. I love it cold. I love it lukewarm. I love it scalding hot. I don't care. Glass of milk with it, on its own, just in a bowl on top of each other, completely separate. Let me mix them up. Doesn't matter. I will consume 100% of the time. It is an incredible meal. My mom knows anytime I need to dog sit, come help her or anything, she will fire off that text without me saying a single lick of just chicken noodles and mashed potatoes ? And I'm like, you already know.
You already know, lady.
Like, and my favorite thing about it now is not only does she make it, but she probably makes enough for a family of 10 and is just like, hey, I made a little bit extra for you. And I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
So
set
do you
for a
ever-
week.
Do you ever have just one by itself? Not even like for a specific time, but like if you ever have mashed potatoes, are you ever like subconsciously like, well, these aren't as good because I don't have the noodles?
100%.
Or
I don't
vice
think
versa?
I've eaten chicken noodles and or mashed potatoes that aren't my mom's in probably 5 to 10 years.
Like if you go to like a steakhouse. You
I don't go to
mashed potatoes.
steakhouses. Yeah.
I send it back.
Yeah, you need an SO.
send it back.
You need an SO for that. Go to somewhere fancy. Don't have one. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're bellying up at the bar. You're not getting a table.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm getting a
well
well done pizza, a bucket of Bud Lights, like I'm calling it a night. But yeah, I mean, I haven't had it for. Yeah. Yeah, like.
What if you get KFC? You ever get KFC?
Yeah, but KFC, weirdly enough, you want to know what strikes me hard
Their
there?
tenders are pretty good.
No, I do.
Their gravy.
I lied. Okay, so I take it back.
You dip the tender in it.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry to all the offspring. Yeah, when I go to KFC, it is a very rare hankering. Family size mac and cheese, family size mashed potatoes.
And gravy. You got to get the gravy.
I actually don't fuck with their gravy. What? And then some assortment of chicken, whether it's like their tenders that they do randomly or like 2 to 4 of their buffalo chicken sandwiches.
Shocker, you go to KFC for some assortment of chicken.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, but I don't get like the usual like bucket because I was a big skin guy. Like I just like eating the skin.
It's good.
Yeah. So
You know I don't go there most of the time?
That's because you don't know what the dark meat is, and you got to get the good pieces.
the other white meat. What's up?
So the biggest reason why I don't go to KFC?
Why?
Pepsi products.
That's the biggest reason you should go.
No
Yeah,
way.
no shit.
It's a huge, because then I have to go like, I think Sprite,
Uh,
and I'm like,
get a do, man.
Yeah.
No.
MD's fucking fuck, dude. They're so good.
That's bad.
I
Yeah.
think they have Hawaiian punch.
I don't.
I'm not
I
5.
didn't mean. Dr Pepper's that Pepsi product?
Dr. Pepper is not. Dr. Pepper is its own, I believe.
Dr.
'Cause
Pepper
they
is an
may have
anti-product. Nobody should have Dr. Pepper
Oh,
because
dude,
it's
it's-
trash.
it's all-
Because I think
Mount
Mr.
Rushmore.
Pibb is Coke.
Mr.
I think Mr. Pibb's Coke.
Mr.
And I
Mr.
think
Skin?
Dr. Pepper is just his own.
No, fuck that. Chicken noodles and mashed potatoes.
Man.
Yeah.
Silver medal.
What do you say?
Yeah. Speaking of chicken, it is chicken wings and ranch.
Ooh,
Gotta love it.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
Well-
Not blue cheese for the purists out there that are saying, "Oh man, you gotta eat it with blue cheese. Ranch is for kids." Yeah, I'm a kid.
Dude.
And I love chicken wings dipped in ranch. Buffalo, sweet heat, barbecue, hot honey garlic.
Well, that was gonna be my
honey
question. So
sriracha.
even when you
I
get
would
the
go buffalo.
sauces,
Yeah.
you still dip them in the
But
ranch.
if I was to go main one, buffalo ranch. It's so classic. It's so good.
I got to find this clip then because it was great. One of my favorite nerdy streamers, he was just out of nowhere when people say the funniest shit, but like they don't realize they're being funny. He's just playing a video game and he's like looking at his comments and he's like, who the fuck orders blue cheese? Because he was eating like chicken tenders like live and he's like, oh my God, these are so good. He's like, I'd keep dunking them in ranch and he's like, why do you guys want me to eat them with blue fucking cheese? Are you idiots? He's like, oh my God. He's like, this is just imbecile behavior. Like, nobody gets blue cheese ever.
I've never heard. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Blue cheese is like the main staple. Like most people get it with blue cheese and not ranch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Honestly, I feel like if you blind taste test, you wouldn't know. Except now that I say that and think about it, you probably would.
Oh, you would 100%.
Oh my gosh.
One has chunks in it. It's a little
Yes.
tangier. But
Well-
like, there's times where like you get them and like you'll see like I ordered ranch and then I'll dip my first wing and I take the bite and I go,
Even the
that's
consistency is a
not
little
ranch.
different
That's
too. Like the consistency and the color is like
With
slightly
like real
off.
good blue cheese, it would be
yeah,
right because it's a little thicker and
yeah.
Oh,
So it's
later,
like a
but-
house made
Yeah.
blue cheese. It's in there.
Well,
but you know for sure when you take the bite.
When you take the bite, you know for sure.
well, hopefully for future pod, like when we do if we do a wing challenge thing, we can.
Coming soon.
Yeah, we can do that. Like we'll
No,
try that.
With blue cheese?
Ranch and blue cheese, like just do a blind taste test for like
Oh.
random, see if we actually get it right. Because that'd be pretty funny if you got it wrong.
Did you throw up on these wings? Yes, you did. Blue cheese.
Also, man, shout out Corner Pocket. Step their game up. They're better than Arena now. I was at Arena on Saturday.
Brother.
I got the wings, and I was like,
No, I love you to death, but you're such a home court guy. I mean, you're by there all the time now. You go
buddy,
there
I
all
was
the time.
adamant, and I told everybody, oh, arenas are better than corner. Arenas are better than corner. And then
But now
I ate them, and then I was
but
like,
where are you now for 99% of your life after, you know what, like it was arena is where you would spend your time.
yeah.
Now it's corner pocket that's getting your business. You know what I mean? So it's like,
But I don't order wings every time I'm at corner. I order wings every time I'm at arena. I don't
nice.
order wings every time I'm at corner.
Okay.
But I'm telling you,
The more you know.
they stepped it up. It could have just been that one day. Kitchen could have been busy. I will give it another chance, but I'm telling you, as of recent, It
Alright.
was.
Okay.
I had to pull it back because I was like, I don't know, man. These ones, they're not hitting the same.
They're not hit. Okay. We'll,
I mean, the flavor's still there. It's just the way the wing was cooked.
we'll get to the bottom of it.
Shots fired.
Wiley wing. Yeah. All right. Skirt, what's your silver?
Silver.
Silver metal.
Okay, so historians will date this back to the 17th century. During the 30 Years' War in France, Louis VIII hired Croatian soldiers to wear pieces of cloth around their neck as part of their uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
The shirt and tie.
The shirt and tie. I thought you were going to go with
Shirt and
bandana
tie.
necklaces.
No. Button-up shirt.
Hence the
Not
outfit.
Ozarks.
I don't care if
Outer
it's a bow
Banks.
Outer
tie.
Banks.
I don't care if it's a regular tie. There's just something about it.
That's that back rack talk right there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's people that literally buy the combos, just picks out a shirt and a tie. Like, do these go together? Yes.
Well, I'll tell you right now, brother. Justin Timberlake made a song called "Suit and Tie."
Yeah.
Mic drop.
And for a while, I was debating on, is it the suit and tie or is it the shirt and tie? I'm like, no, it's the shirt and tie. Like, there's plenty of people that
Because it's
don't wear
insinuated you get a shirt with a suit. You're not
Well,
going to go.
a lot of people just wear a button up and not a jacket.
suit. Correct. I can wear a suit without a tie.
You'd be
Yeah.
naked.
I have a shirt on. I just don't have a tie. Shirt, suit, jacket, and pants is an outfit.
I think we'll have to revisit that.
No, that's a fact.
Well, because a suit again is insinuating that you have your outfit on.
The
The suit is the
doesn't-
whole outfit.
No, the suit is a jacket and pants.
That's a
This-
jacket and pants.
That's the suit.
That's a suit. That
Your
doesn't.
shirt's different.
Yeah, that
That's
doesn't.
an outfit.
If I went to buy a suit, they're going to give me a jacket, a shirt,
No.
pants, and
No.
a tie.
No, they're gonna
No.
try to sell you a shirt and tie, but when you pick out a suit, it
Go
is
to any men's warehouse.
pants and a jacket. That is it, bud.
They'll sell you shirts. They'll sell you pants and jackets, and then they sell you shirts separate.
Correct.
That's why if you go to like Joseph A. Banks,
Men's
you
warehouse.
buy the suits and then
Joseph-
like
yeah.
buy 4 shirts, you get 2 free.
You
And
sure?
then you buy 3 ties separate.
100%.
Shirts, ties, shoes, belts. Sometimes your handkerchief, your pocket square, all separate, all accessories.
Oh yeah.
You're
Your
going to
suit
like the
is
way
just
you
your-
look.
your
I can
suit-
guarantee
Your
it.
suit is just your jacket and your pants.
Oh, I had a business idea
Debatable.
probably almost 20 years ago
100%.
when I worked at Backrack. I was like, we need to come out with a either like shirt socks combo or like a belt socks combo that matched.
Yeah.
And it would have taken off. And then lo and behold, of course, everybody wanted to match for a long time. But no, when you go buy a suit, bud, it is never sold with a jacket or with a shirt and a tie. That's an upsell every single time.
100%.
They got me.
100%.
Needed the whole thing.
Yeah. But no, it was funny how last week when I wore the Men in Black outfit for
Yeah.
the movies, I kid you not, I probably have 70 ties at home in my closet.
And you ruined mine.
No, not
Thank you.
just a single black tie. Like one of the staples, and that's the one I don't own.
Couldn't be
Did
more
you go
thrilled
buy
you.
one? Do you have one now?
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you for fraying mine.
I
Love
didn't
it.
fray it.
Yeah, the
It was
fray.
right where the knot's tied. I'll tie it again. And you had it tied. You kept it tied, which leaves you to know that you're just a novice.
No shit. I'm not untying that sucker. Just fucking.
Well, you have to untie it, dude.
No.
Otherwise, it stays wrinkled.
No, it's fine.
Oh, before that, I remember that it was for my sister's wedding to her ex-husband. Jesse called me the morning of and was like, dude, I need you to come over and I need you to tie my tie. And I was like, I don't have time for that. It's like, you better go out and buy yourself a bolo. Sorry, bro.
What's a bolo?
Bolo's like the
Like the
Texas
cowboy?
tie that has like just the...
Oh, the bolo's fuck,
Oh,
dude. Those are
yeah.
so tight. Yeah, those are making a huge comeback.
It
I
was-
I'm
think.
on the rock one to Molly's cousin's wedding.
Yeah, I think those are great. Those should be a staple more. Like handshakes.
No, but yeah, like when I see... Like
Bowls
when I
and
go to
handshakes.
people's houses or like I see that like they just still have the ties tied and they're just hanging up, there's a part of me that just dies
fucking
inside.
broke it.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
like,
get
you
fucked,
suck.
man. You needed it, so you're welcome.
And I used it.
Yeah. Again, you're welcome.
And I untied it like it should be.
And then it's a different fit to him, so he had to retie it.
Boom.
And now it's all wrinkly, and you can see it.
All right, gold medal round. Here,
Gold medal round,
Here we
baby.
go. Okay, so this is why I decided to move the chicken noodles and mashed potatoes to the 2 spot, the 1 spot. I actually thought about this a lot, and this is why I have a lot of honorable mentions, a lot of H&Ms. Number 1, it's just friends and beer.
Friends and beer, baby.
I don't know what it is. Like, it's not a, when you think of combos or combinations, I don't think it's one that's like a, you know, a cliche, a quotable, a just rolls off the tongue. but it's one of those where when you put together a group of your besties and you got fucking Brewskis the Slug and just nothing but time and just freedom, like, oh my God, dude, I absolutely love it. Like, one could argue that's how this podcast started, is because
100%.
I luckily had a Saturday off. Duck called me early, like around noon, which we should probably just do a whole like episode 1 redo at some point. But it was, again, one of those where I knew we were about to have a day, and when I know that's coming, I absolutely love it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
when you, like we talked about last week, when you know people are on board and just ready to cruise, like, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's something about it, like the air's different.
But
The vibes are immaculate.
does it happen
PVOs.
without the napkin?
Oh, true. So I guess to give like a cliff noted version, there. Shout out Natasha. She gave us a napkin and a pen, and that's how the dream was born.
She's still there?
Oh yeah,
She's still there.
love Tash.
Tosh, wow.
But yeah, she's like, I don't have paper, but I have this napkin. I'm like, yeah, it works. As long as we can write on it. But yeah, and then it just, ensued having to put in a shift. But we came
Best
up with
ideas come after a shift.
Yeah, great ideas. Called Skur
After or during?
halfway through.
During.
I mean,
Well, it was probably like 7, and we started like noon 30.
yeah,
I was gonna say, so if you're gonna put in a good 8 hours at a water hole,
yeah.
where do you think peak? I don't want to say drunken, but alcohol influenced ideas coming.
Oh,
If you're not like going hard, like when you start, if you
The
just get,
second spot.
what is that, like hour 5?
That's probably like, hour 6. Probably around hour 6.
I look at it for me. You hit the cruising, like not maximum altitude, but you hit an altitude where you're like, yep, we're flying, we're feeling good.
Yeah. 'Cause like for us, it usually started at like B-dubs. And so like you eat, you set your base.
Shout
now
out the
you're doing,
environment.
Like, you're doing like 1 beer an hour maybe.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, like we're getting into the afternoon games now, like the 4 o'clock games. So now maybe you're doing 2 beers an hour, and then it's like, all right,
Round of
these
shots,
games
maybe.
are over. Let's go to arena, and that's when the round of shots come, and then you just have buckets.
Yeah,
And so you have 5 beers in front of you instead of the 1. So you're like, okay, these are starting to go down a little bit quicker. These are going down quicker. Get a couple VBs in you.
so
More people come. It starts getting funner. Josh gets on the mic.
yeah, DJ Josh like just gets a whole new energy going in when he shows up. But no, what I was gonna say is you hit an altitude and you're like, hell yeah, like I'm feeling good, like this is fun. Got great people with me. Then you hit what do you want to call it, the second stage, where you're like, all right, I'm starting to get like,
Trying to have the most fun now.
well, yeah, okay, so I like that. Most fun. Third stage hits where you're like, okay, now I'm going to try and have like branch off, and you have kind of the quasi-serious talks with like your close friends. But then that fourth stage hits. And if you get there, it's rare. But that's when you're like, dude, I got these ideas, man. Like, let's fucking talk about them. 4th stage is lit. I love it.
Travis carried that 4 stage into the second, into the 3rd stage.
Oh, I can imagine.
And that's when the pen and paper, he's like, we're getting serious about this, man. We talk about it too much. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, as we should. So, yeah, here we are.
Here we are.
Friends and booze.
53 deep.
There it is.
No,
Friends,
that's
booze.
just, yeah, friends and beers. My gold medal. My combo.
Medal.
It's good.
Dute.
Yeah. My gold, near and dear to my heart as a kid, still love it to this day. I go through phases of it where it's all I eat. Peanut butter and jellies, man.
Oh,
Sandwiches?
It's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah.
But it's either I got to do smooth and grape jelly or crunchy and strawberry jam. I never mix.
where's the raspberry?
I don't do raspberry.
Oh,
Raspberries
my.
I like toast at my breakfast or something.
So the fact that you do that is so interesting to me because I'm a grape and peanut butter either way for PBJs, but I will only do strawberry jam for breakfast toast.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. So that's what it is, man.
There's no crunchy peanut butter here.
You don't do crunchy peanut
Crunchy
butter?
peanut butter fucks hard, dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
It doesn't spread as easy. The juice isn't worth the squeeze to me. It's just
The nuts are worth the spread.
Oh, that's why like my
actually not
peanut
bad.
butter.
Yeah.
My peanut butter to jelly ratios are like
80-20.
Yeah, it's so much.
I go both
so, like,
sides.
it doesn't even-
I go both breads.
Yeah, you told me that, and I
Yes.
never thought about it, and I was like,
Whoa.
that's the most genius thing I heard,
Yeah.
because the jelly doesn't soak through the bread.
Yeah,
the
literally
bread.
peanut butter,
Like,
jelly
if you're
on
packing
one
a
side.
lunch,
You should
go
always-
peanut butter both
it's-
sides jelly.
Always 60-40 jelly.
Oh my
60-40
God.
jelly?
I'm a big jelly guy, baby.
Whoa,
I need that. I love that
no
cold,
way.
that cold taste on that bread. Sheesh.
No, I need it sticking to the roof of my mouth.
Yes.
I need it.
Almost choking.
No, I'm not a
There's
fucking
that sweet
dog.
spot.
I'm
Yeah.
not, dude. Give me. Oh, I fucking love jelly, dude.
Nah, man.
But
I can't- but
I'll
here's-
probably go 66-33, like it's 2/3, like it's 2/3 to 1/3.
At best.
Yeah,
What do you do with that extra 1%? Just put it in the bag for later.
that's crust, baby. That's licking it off my hands.
But it's weird because I could not eat just a straight jelly sandwich. Like that'd be psycho behavior, right?
Yeah, that's psycho behavior.
But some
Yes.
people just eat peanut butter sandwiches, right?
I just
Oh,
eat peanut
yeah.
butter. I
Fucking weird, dude.
I made weight for a wrestling tournament, and I didn't have to weigh in for 5 days.
Yeah.
I ate an entire jar of peanut butter the next day.
Sick brag, dude.
Just
so you
smashed
wrestle?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but like my mom, like we'd have like goulash or like tuna casserole, and then just have like a peanut butter sandwich on the side.
So good.
And it like never went together, but then you're just like, yeah, it's fucking.
Did you just do the
honorable
single,
mention.
single piece of bread with peanut butter,
And then
fold it
fold it in
over,
half?
and eat it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
What
trash.
a treat.
Okay, so then
You don't get it.
last
You don't
last
get
thing
He does it.
with your sandwiches. One, I hope none of you, both of you, do you cut the crust off?
No,
No.
dude.
Thank God.
That's
Okay,
where
I
your
didn't.
fucking protein comes in,
Well,
man.
I was gonna say
I did
was
for
like,
my kids when they were first starting to eat it. They did that.
or
and
the edge.
the edges,
Yeah.
and now they'll eat it with the crust.
Oh yeah.
But I will say I do appreciate a diagonal cut.
Oh, it's got to be diagonal.
Like-
Diagonal cuts are more sophisticated.
Vertical
but
cuts?
vertical
No
cuts
way.
will
Psychopath.
get no
Yeah.
vertical cuts.
Psychopath.
I don't care what anybody says. Vertical cuts give you more sandwich.
No,
Mathematically, that's not a real thing. You know that, right?
it can't be.
Ideologically, to me, I get more sandwich.
Like in your mind, you're like,
Yes.
I know this is equal, but I get more.
100%, I get more sandwich when I cut them vertically.
How?
There's no doubt in my mind. When I cut it vertically, those things are big. When I cut it horizontally, it's like, well, this guy's a little wimpy.
Well, you would think
and this
if you-
guy's a little
well, you're
wimpy.
not cutting it. You're
This
not
has to
cutting
be the
it in
breakout
half.
video. I
You're
need
not
that.
cutting it in half. That's all. That's literally what you just say. You're not cutting it
I
in
get
half.
it, but perception is reality.
He does
and
like
in
a
my
70-30.
Yeah.
He has this massive.
I'm like, if
No.
you cut it diagonal, your horizontal line that gives you the most surface area of the middle
Brother,
of the
you can
sandwich.
do A, B equals C. I don't give a fuck. When you do this horizontal bullshit and you got an acute angle and an obtuse angle, the sandwich looks weird. If you go straight down the
It's
gut.
not. It's a perfect angle. It's a 90-degree angle.
No, it's not. Do you know what a perfect angle is?
Yeah, 90
In the-
degrees.
In the corner.
Yeah, it's
No.
90 degrees.
Yeah.
No. Which corner?
The end of it. When
It's
you cut it
180 degrees,
straight
right?
diagonal.
So
Yeah.
it's 45, 45, 90 in the corner.
That straight line at the bottom that now gets cut with the diagonal.
But you guys are thinking of bread with that square.
I mean,
We're
the
thinking
one
of
corner.
bread.
Yeah.
The one corner,
Yeah.
Yes.
not both corners.
But
if
you
I
s-
cut it vertically, I get 2 right angle corners.
No, because you're still if the crust, it still has that little rounded edge. So when you fold that over
Yeah.
and you cut it in half, it's not just like rectangles.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get it.
You're not getting
You don't
enough
get
of
it.
the
You
middle
guys
of
aren't
the sandwich
no.
surface area.
You're not-
vertical people.
Yeah, you're not vertical guys. You don't get it.
That's the whole point of cutting it diagonal.
Is to
It's a better looking
Not-
sandwich.
It creates
it's a better
the length of the
tasting
thing.
Sandwich.
It's like when you judge a TV by the size of it. You go corner to corner. You
Which
go
why
up
do they
to
do that?
down.
I don't know. That's stupid as fuck.
Could you imagine? Hey, this is a 20-inch TV because I measured from the top to the bottom,
I would-
not the corners.
I think you should measure side to side.
But I'm saying, if you look at that TV, which way would you cut it to get the most screen?
I don't know. It's broken.
Top to bottom or from corner to corner?
Sounds broken.
Most likely. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. You cut this bitch down the middle, you got hella sandwich compared to
Oh
Dia-
my gosh!
diagonales.
But
That's
What-
Spanish for diagonal.
we're 53 in, and that might be the worst.
Hot take, man. Cut your sandwich.
I would agree to you. Like, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, maybe.
Because you can just look at it. It's an
Maybe.
eye test.
Because the bread curves on top, and you have the misshapen shape on
How
one
many
side,
things pass
then
the
you have
eye
the
test,
perfect
but they're-
corner
I
on
want a
one side.
diagonal sandwich every time.
But you want the diagonal every time.
every time.
Does it matter if it's a meat and cheese sandwich?
I don't care what it is.
No.
Grilled cheese, cut it in half diagonally.
Oh,
All
you guys are
sandwiches
missing
cut.
out. So you got to cut them in the middle, but you got to put mac and cheese in there too. Shoot.
Okay.
Well, that's just a whole different thing. That's
Yeah.
just
Now we're-
upgraded grilled cheese.
now we're taking
you're
a
getting to like, you know what I
le-
mean? I'm not going to Taco Bell. I'm going to Chipotle now.
Left turn,
We're
sorry.
doing a thing.
Yeah, let's reel it back. PBJ's, nice pick,
PBJs,
dude.
they are good.
Fuck yeah. Grape only, though.
No.
For the smooth.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, Skirta, round us out.
Okay, so my gold medal.
Yeah.
I went a little off board here.
Love it.
Okay.
So, not just your traditional combination,
But this
I-
is still near and dear to you, correct?
It is.
Okay.
And I went with a combination of buttons, if you will. And that combination is up, down, down, left, right, B8 star.
You now have infinite ammo.
Because
That's
that
Contra, baby.
is Contra.
Oh.
And when I think of combinations, that was like the code
Yeah.
of codes.
Contra's the one where you're a plane and you're shooting that's
No.
Space Invaders.
No. Well,
You start off as you're a guy, like if it's one player, just one, or you two. You have like the spread, you shoot the thing, and it kind of.
One of the best arcade
the
games
screen
ever.
only moves as far as the person in front. Like the back person,
And you're like a plane and you get different types of
No,
ways
You're
to
not,
shoot.
you're not a plane
you're
at
not
all.
a plane.
At
That's
all.
like Space
Oh.
Galactica or something like that.
Sorry.
So like
Continue.
there were these little flying things that you could shoot, and once you shot it, it would fall down, and if it landed on you, it changed the way your gun shot, and it had spread, which would shoot like almost like a shotgun, where it's like.
You sure it's not
massive
Space
shot.
Invaders?
I'm positive.
It's
sir.
basically Space Invaders, but
With
you're
two
two
guys.
brothers
Updated.
in the army,
Updated.
and you're going horizontal, not vertical.
Oh, the dudes. It's
The
like
game
Mario.
of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
2D. Going
2D.
no 1D, but just 2D
Yeah.
going. Okay,
2D.
yeah.
Unless
yeah.
there's one player, then it's just 1D.
1D, yeah, and then it's left to right.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah, okay.
it was such a weird thing because like growing up, like
What
Contra
did-
was the game, like
Yeah.
it just was
What did that cheat code get you?
unlimited lives.
Unlimited lives. So you
Ah, the second best to unlimited ammo.
Yes, but
Oh no, you have
the
unlimited
thing of it
ammo.
is like
You
I
have
never
it.
wanted to use it because you just wanted to win naturally.
Yeah. But you had to like get it, play it, figure out the patterns.
Yep.
And then you're like, okay,
Yeah.
now I'm good.
Now it's
I
a
got
party.
it.
Yeah.
And as long as you got the like triple spray ammo.
Oh my
you
goodness,
fucking-
you
It's
were
get-
done.
The whole screen's littered with bullets.
Yeah.
and it made
It's
that
like
sound. It was
getting
like pew pew,
And
it
all
was
you had
just
to
like,
do was just be at the bottom or like get on like a building and just shoot.
yeah,
then
and
your
you had
other
to
dude's
dodge
just
like
laying down.
one
Just
bullet every now and then. You just had to dodge one because you're like, I'm filling the screen up.
But what was so fun about those games, because that's what I'm thinking of,
This
is
is awesome.
yeah, like in an arcade, it's essentially that, but you're a plane and you're at the bottom, and it's the same thing. You shoot a single line, and then you get these upgrades, and it's like sprays, massive bullets, like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's so fun, and it's
And
so
then it just speeds up. And
Yeah.
then you gotta shoot where they're going, not where they're at.
yeah, it's fucking damn it.
You ever watch Pixels, man?
What the hell's that?
Adam
The
Sandler.
Sandler movie where he's.
Ready Player One's the
Those are great.
most goated video game movie of all time.
But again, I'm not saying in terms of like
Tron.
a gameplay and a
Legacy.
streamer and Twitch and all that.
You should.
But I'm almost guessing if you took somebody that's like 35 to 45 and you put like Call of Duty on a screen and Contra on a screen, they're just going to play Contra.
100%.
Brother, have you seen Duty though? I mean, now it sucks, but like
Apex, whatever game you want to insert now. It's
Fire.
like, and it is
But if you get them the game of their childhood, they're gonna pick the game of their.
because it is literally probably 1/100th of the capacity of the
Yeah.
game.
Oh,
But there's
yeah.
still just something that you're like, and it's not like you beat it perfectly too. You would think like I play these sophisticated shooter games, but it's like, oh no, this guy shot a bullet that's moving at like 5 miles an hour, and somehow it hits you, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
No, so like nerdy, to put it all into perspective, some guy did the math where it's like you would need, I think it's 100 plus PS2 memory cards to be able to hold just one Call of Duty game now.
Checks out.
Whereas before it was like, you had to have that, you had to have the fucking thing that plugged into the back of the 64 controllers, or it's like,
The Rumble Pack, baby.
yeah, or you have to leave your system on all day. That's what you had to do. Like it's
PS2, man, I had it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
If
Grand
you don't
Theft
have
Auto,
memory
baby.
cards, how you supposed to
Yeah.
pause the game? You know what I
It's-
mean? I gotta
it's-
save my spot.
It's weird. Technology, it's evolving.
I got
but-
my Madden franchise
Yeah.
loaded on some memory cards, dude.
Gotta keep it. Gotta save it. Yeah.
It's a combo, man. Went off the board. Loved it.
Contra.
Contra.
Contra
Cheat
cheat
codes.
codes is the greatest combination of all time.
That combination is the one that everybody says like, oh, he cheating, and then everybody just goes up, down, left, right, start A, B, A, B.
Boom.
Damn.
That's what started it, man.
That's what it is.
This
And you just
code
remember
crawled
it.
so every other video game possible cheat code could walk.
I would just buy a Game Shark.
Buddy, that's rich people stuff.
Come on,
Got
man.
money.
You got to buy like the Game Quest magazine or whatever.
Oh, I loved those.
Codes.
Yeah,
See,
dude,
and
that
we-
was
and we
great.
used to
That
play
was
it too,
great.
especially if we were doing 2-player. That like when you tried to put the code in, if it didn't work, we didn't start the game over.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you had to just play it out.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
sorry.
That's like you forfeit your
Yep,
turn.
yep, be better.
If it work for you, you forfeit your turn.
I'm gonna be fucking in the bag, dude. I'm excited. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Honorable mentions. H&M's.
H&M's, because
Yeah.
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's
yeah,
a lot.
and I think we could still have fun like debating them if we want to.
Well, I put peanut butter and jelly only because
I have
it's
it
a
on
clear
there.
number one.
Yes.
Like I just didn't want to put it because of that answer. Like
Oh.
if we're going for things that have to be there, it's if we're doing the bracket of 64, it's a 1 seed.
Yeah.
It's an undoubtable 1 seed.
yes. Is it a square pick? Maybe.
100%.
But I did put here. So.
Still a great pick.
But no. Speaking of that, peanut butter and chocolate.
Has to be.
Yep.
Has to be.
Yeah, because I was like Reese's. I did not realize like you. It's almost like you overthink it. A Reese's peanut butter cup is just peanut butter and chocolate.
Buddy, right out of the fridge.
Fuego.
Get that cold, crunchy chocolate. Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
You probably get the whole peel off the thing, too.
Yeah.
If it's cold,
Oh.
it doesn't stick it to the bottom.
It's
The
so
box
good.
Paper.
Baby, talk dirty to me. So the other one I had, and then we can go around if you guys have more. I put Chandler and Joey.
Okay.
Honestly, maybe one of the best combos as far as sitcom roommates. I get it's a very
Better than Ted
specific.
Marshall?
Oh shit! So that's what I'm talking about. Like it's debatable.
Well, I would take Ted and Marshall over Chandler and Joey only because I would think of Chandler and Monica. Like
Yeah.
I think they're more synonymous than
Ted and Marshall speak more to our demographic, like our age range and just what we're about. Whereas Friends, you know, we came up with it as we were younger.
Yeah.
But I still just appreciate like the come up from Chandler and Joey, where it's like
sure.
I would argue I'm the Joey and you guys are both iterations of Chandler.
Okay.
So that's how I looked at it, and I was like, yeah, it's just they're a solid yin and yang for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, Tierney and I talked about like we are Monica and Chandler in a lot of aspects.
Oh, she is Monica for days, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking think of that, dude. That's so my cousin.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Okay, Dute, any honorable, any H&Ms?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
A lot of them. There's just like classic burger and fries.
Yep,
You don't get better than that.
yep.
Classic quarter pounder, McDonald's French fries. If I had to choose a best one, that would probably be the staple. I like the quarter pounder better than the Big Mac,
Same.
but that's
Quarter-
just me.
Quarter-
I feel like they've changed over time.
For what reason?
No, not the actual sandwiches, but like maybe the numbers of the combo. Like if they're,
Oh.
if I said like number 3 or a number like, would you know what I'm talking? Like, is there a combo meal that's so synonymous where you're like, oh, he just ordered
I get
a
10
Big Mac or a Whopper or
I think the number one is always like their most popular.
The
food.
bi- the
because
big
like,
Mac.
like
Number
the
one's a
chicken
Big
sandwich
Mac,
was now
the
like
number one.
number 10.
No, but I
There's
think-
no way that was ever number 10 5 years ago.
I think a number 10 for them is always the 10-piece nuggies.
I believe that's a number 7. I could be wrong.
I was thinking it was a 7 or 10, but okay.
I mean, I'm not mad that Burger King has the original chicken sandwich at 10. It's my favorite number. It's my favorite sandwich. So.
It's a goated sandwich. I've got like 5 more. So,
Mac and cheese?
Yeah. Well, how many do you have?
I had 3, but we've already kind of talked about some of them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got chips and dip.
Yep.
Whether it be potato and French onion or
Has to be
perfectly
French
salted
onion.
tortilla and salsa.
Do you want to know what honestly?
Chips and salsa not making the list is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was gonna say
I'm
with
glad it didn't because it's a square pick, but man.
100%. But I would argue dark horse that beats it out. That's the David to the Goliath of the chips and salsa. That's buffalo chicken dip, baby. You give me chips and a fucking hearty buffalo chick.
No.
Dude, buffalo chicken dip is better than chips and salsa.
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
even in the same
unless
stratosphere.
you're at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Like I eat chips and salsa at home,
Yeah.
trash, garbage. Don't like it.
Trash.
Even when I order like Mexican out,
Yeah.
like you get carry out and they give you the
Be-
chips, the same exact chips and salsa. I won't eat as much because I have my food already. Like I have all my food, so it's like I'm not waiting on my food where I'm devouring 4 baskets of chips.
Yeah.
And then I eat 2 bites of my food, take that home, and then come. Now I'm just like, all right, eat like a reasonable, the self-serving amount that you're supposed to eat,
Yeah.
and then just finish my food. And then if I'm still hungry, go back to the chips and salsa. And then by then you're like, well, I'm kind of full, and it's right there in my face,
Nom, nom, nom.
and then throw it away.
Yeah. You give me a hearty BCD.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
Over it.
Fire.
you're over it.
Yeah. Because everybody always uses way too much of the buffalo sauce.
I don't think they use enough.
And it's just like.
Well, I agree with that. Like you got
the ratio's never good to the sauce, to the shredded chicken. That
I
they
love
always
that it's
make.
in
I'm
a
like, I'm
crock
over
pot.
it.
I love that people try to be nice at the beginning and they like put it in bowls and plates, and then by the end of it, there's
You're
just
just digging out
chips
of it.
fucking the fucking what's it called?
You're just saying the word.
Scooping out of it.
No, what's that thing?
The ladle?
the not the coffee pot, the fucking
Crock pot.
crock pot. I lost
You
it.
just said it, yes.
Well, I know I lost it though. It's like one of those. But okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Alcoholic beverages, man. So like Jack and Cokes,
Yep.
G's and T's,
Yep.
just go great. I'd go Jack and Cokes if I was going one.
Do you know what I think?
Vodka cranberry.
Vodka
No,
crayons,
I was
baby.
just gonna say what we should bring back.
B and C.
I think we need to bring back screwdrivers.
No.
Buddy, when I go to BC, that's what I get, screwdrivers.
Yeah, I think.
You can get bottomless mimosas,
Yep.
but those are things that I can usually get the bromosas.
Yep.
But like those things are so orange juice, like you got to drink like 12 of them, and then you're like, ugh, way too much citric
Belly's just
acid.
messed
Yeah.
So then I'm
up.
just like, all right, for the same price, I can get like 3 screwdrivers with vodka and just get me right to where I need to go.
Yeah.
Right away.
Perfect altitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so one of mine I have here. It was the Arby's 5 for 5.
Oof.
I don't know if there was a better time in fast food history than Arby's 5 for 5
No.
because you look. No, shut up. You look at
Whoa.
I
it.
said no. I agreed with you.
Oh,
Like, no,
nice.
it wasn't.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because you go there now, and if you ordered arguably those same 5 items,
$35.
Oh, it's so
yeah,
expensive.
because it was. I mean, I wish I would have done more research on it, but like it was their mozzarella sticks. It was like a single beef and cheddar, but still like fries, a Jamocha shake. Like it was essentially their unanimous picks were like,
Oh, you used to get like their subs. Like I remember I used to get the Italian sub. You could get like 2 or 3 subs for $6.
Dude, the turkey sub on the ciabatta bread with
Yeah.
the horsey sauce.
and I was just like, talk about just a perfect example of inflation. Like,
Yeah.
you used to give 5 of these things away for an Abe Lincoln plus tax, and now it's just you couldn't find it anywhere. Another honorable mention I put. Speaking of football being back almost, it's just when you draft a quarterback and a wide receiver, and it's just a nasty combo. I don't know how many leagues I've been in, which wide receiver is a fluid concept. Like, I think one year somebody had Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Somebody,
Tight end.
exactly, but somebody would have like Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. Somebody would do like, I mean, Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton's a stretch, but like
I
back
usually always try to get.
Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
There it is.
puke.
He wasn't.
But Stafford and Cooper Kupp. Like, I'm trying to think of more recent ones.
Super Bowl winner. That's
Like
it.
Derek Carr, Amari Cooper when they were clicking.
Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski.
Tom Brady, Randy Moss. Like just ones where it was
Tom
like
and Jerry.
Jones.
The cartoons.
Oh,
There it is.
but it was one of those where I'm like, there were moments where those two people would beat your team by themselves,
Oh, 100%.
and you just wanted to throw up in your mouth.
Brady and Moss.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, like it, it's, you
Yeah,
can't beat.
yeah, it was insane.
Romo, Terrell Owens that year.
Yeah,
Giving you one more.
Manning and Reggie Wayne. Or you're saying?
I was just saying honorable mentions in general.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to go super cheesy rom-com or funny?
You pick. It's your last one.
Funny.
Wait it out.
Funny.
Yeah.
Pizza and Pepsi.
Oh
Love it.
God!
Dude, I cannot get me a pizza from the Hut that nobody out pizzas except that people are getting
People would
close.
say pizza and beer before they say pizza and Pepsi.
Those people are fucking stupid because you've never gotten a 2-liter
Too many carbs.
and just sat there and been like, I am in heaven.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I just have 5 or 6 of these Bud Lights or Bud Light Limes in this pizza.
No, brother. When I eat, so
Brother.
here's the thing. When I'm eating and I'm like diving in, I don't want booze in my
No,
system.
me
I want
either.
pop. I want soda. I
I
want
need a water or soda.
Yeah, like I'm here to eat. I'm not here to drink. Like I separate the two. I know that there's some overflow, or on a rare occasion I will order like a beer somewhere when I know it's like we're not getting rowdy, or it's not going to lead into anything. But like I will always separate the two.
So the only time you drink is when food's nowhere on the table. And I mean that as a pun.
More or less.
I remember the first guy that did this. Shout out Big Nasty. He was, and this guy was a drinker. And probably still is to this day.
Shout out.
But every time we ate meals, he always drank water or soda, and he never
Drink
drank
responsibly.
beer with it. And I'm like, But you're gonna drink 40 beers tonight. You're not gonna have one with your
Correct.
cheeseburger.
Yeah, I think
Doesn't
it
taste good.
It throws it off.
Don't
Yeah,
taste
I don't. When anybody says like, "Oh, pizza and beer is like," it's way before that. It's because when I'm eating a pizza, something about that combination of Pepsi, not Coke, like it just hits different. Like
Yeah.
my taste buds appreciate what I'm doing in that moment, and it's it's fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go sleepovers and video games, man.
Oh,
Buddy,
dude.
nothing was better than that. And if you had to put it down to one, it's Tony Hawk Pro Skater, dude. So many all-nighters spent on Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
You want to know? Okay, so a H&M within an H&M combos on Tony Hawk.
Oh yeah.
When you get like the times like 10 and you're just like, dude, this trick's gonna be a million points.
Oh, if you just fucking ollie and then grind until your special gets up,
And then
and
you
then you hit the special move, the fucking Christ air where he's just holding.
Christ Air is the best move of all time. It's the best move of all time. I love it. I'm like, I don't want to do Tony Hawk's fucking 900. I want a Christ Air. Hit it 6 times in a row. Yeah, dude, it's so good. So
And then land on an ollie somehow. Just lands perfectly on his nose of his board. Putting the codes in for perfect balance.
my favorite was, so like my house was the majority of the time where people would come over. My mom was super cool, like, and she would still like make sure we're okay and everything. So I don't want people to think that, but we would stay up, I mean, forever. It was the classic like blankets under like a TV, like you're trying to hide it, but
Yeah.
shit just gets funny when you're just hanging out with your dudes. And she came down the one time and she goes, "Boys, turn those fucking video games off before I chop your dicks off." And
What
we're just
the
like,
fuck?
we're just like,
What?
I think we're gonna go to bed now because I want to keep my member. Like, this is weird.
I love
But
that your mom said that.
yeah, dude, it was crazy. But I also think it was one of those where, like, again, in hindsight, I'm glad she was still going out and like having fun and like taking care of us because like we were fucking like 16 or 18 or like we were in high school.
You're 18?
No, I think we were freshman or sophomore in high school.
Okay.
So she would just come home from the bars and shit, and she'd just be half in the bag. So she's like trying to go to sleep, and we're just screaming at fucking Madden or something. And she's like, "Oh, cut your fucking dicks off! Shut the fuck up!" I'm like, "All right, I respect it."
All right, guys, time to go to bed.
Yeah. Last one. Last thing.
one.
Wow.
It's a quick, easy one. Romeo and Juliet.
Suck.
You gotta mention them, man.
Got
I mean,
to.
it's staples.
Sherlock Holmes and Watson?
Boom.
That's a better one.
It's a way better combo.
Okay.
Ben and Jerry.
They live. Nice.
They do live.
Tom and Jerry. Oh, you already said it.
That's top 3.
Top
There
three.
it is.
That's
Combos.
top 3.
Top 3.
That's combos.
We missed a bunch because there's
Yeah.
so many.
Let us know. What
Let
are your
us
guys'
know.
favorites?
Yes.
Yes, DM us or 2guys1dead@gmail.com, and yeah, we'll bring them up next week.
What do you think the
Explain-
most common one's going to be that we missed?
Oof. That we missed.
I would it's gonna be
Merton Riggs.
damn. That's actually a really
No, it's not.
Starsky and Hutch.
No one's going to say that ever.
I Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
No.
Okay, all right. It's hot take time. Segment change.
It's hot take time.
Okay. So,
Can't wait.
those of you offspringers that have been with us for a while, you know, you have a good grasp on my thoughts on society, social media, kind of everywhere it's going. So my hot take, and again, I think there's still a little bit of workshopping, and I'm sure you guys will correct me umpteen amount of times throughout this. I said we need to invoke social media laws and or rules. I think that needs to be like that. I think that's the overall statement I want to make, and then we'll dive into it. There it is. But it's because I find it very interesting. I put here that as more social media platforms we get, we continue to expose everyday people and jobs, but somehow we're not exposing anybody that's like in the quote unquote 1%ers. So it's like we have all this information now being like given to us at a moment's notice,
Yeah.
but it's almost like it's being blocked out when it's stuff that's very pertinent, a la government stuff, like alien stuff, Area 51, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, it feels like somebody somewhere would do the like, you know, hey, this is what really happens at this job. Like how they do for, you know, the guy at Domino's was like, the whole thing's a lie. Like it's not tracking anything. It's not telling you when it's going to be there. Like it's just a whole made up thing. You'll just see it when you see it. Like it's just all for visual effect.
So, after all that,
Yes.
and again, I don't mean this to sound a certain way.
Oh, it's gonna sound terrible.
I don't know what you're telling me.
Yeah.
You're saying
Point it down.
You're saying social
Yeah,
media
okay.
needs laws, and then you go into this soliloquy about how we basically aren't keeping tabs on the 1%, which I agree with, but I don't know what you mean by like what laws do you want?
Yeah. What do you want? So I'm 4.5 in the bag, but I got a good idea on this. So
I hope so.
there are, it's Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I would argue those are the
Bumble.
Twitter.
the Mount Rushmores, and Twitter. Yeah, we'll say Twitter is like the honorable,
It's
whatever.
got to be over Facebook at this point, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. So again, you're Mount Rushmore +1. I think there just needs to be something invoked to where, and I was trying to think of the timeline to make it like an annual thing, but I think again, based on how we operate as just humans in a society, that's too much time to figure out loopholes, do whatever shiesty shit you need to do because it's a year. So I feel like 90 days for whatever reason is just always that sweet spot. Every 90 days, if you want to use said app, you need to go through certain like parameters or checklists, if that makes sense. So it's almost like now these T's and C's, these terms and conditions that you're agreeing to, they actually have meaning. They have purpose. So it's like you're agreeing to these, and it's not to, because again, I feel like all these social media platforms, conspiracy theorists, I love that shit. They're whistleblowing to the government. Like, why does TikTok care about everything I'm doing, everything I log into, everything that's around me? You know what I mean? Like,
Because they're owned by the Chinese.
well, exactly.
Word.
But it's like, it's one of those weird things where I'm like, you don't need to know this. And I feel like the only reason this is in your terms and conditions is because you made a deal with the devil or somebody somewhere. And it's like, you're just getting money passed to you to make your rules this way. Whereas it's like, well, let's change them and let's make it, hey, every 90 days, before you can use this app again, you need to go in here and you need to do X amount of things, whether it's, figure out your validity on the app, like prove that you're a real person, prove that you're still you, prove
Back to this.
the blue check mark, but prove that you're still you, prove that, because again, we've gotten into this crazy nonsensical world where people are so obsessed with the amount of followers and like the amount of likes, and it's like, well, if you're paying for your followers and you're like paying to have this presence, why does that matter? Like, what? This isn't real. So it's almost like you should have to prove, but you're being honest with it. Like, because I think it's getting too far detached from like real world in a sense. And the example I used was, I love Barstool, obviously, like, and everything, a lot of the stuff that they're doing. Dave Portnoy, he has his show, and he realized like, hey, if I want to continue growing and make Barstool the juggernaut that it is, I need to bring in a younger demographic to attract, other people outside of just what we initially started with. So he brings on, I don't know who the fucking young kid is. That's like the
I think
TikToker.
it's Bryce Hall. I think it's his name.
And when I tell you, it's the most like cringe conversations that they have, and it's not Dave's fault. Like, he's playing into it because he knows like this is just the way the world's going, and it's like I would want to try to put a stop to it, where it's him going, yeah, dude, I mean, like, I had this video in my drafts, but like I didn't think it was anything cool, and then like, I just posted it or whatever, and like, I put it in IRL, which is in real life, and it's like, so you can't say in real life? And he's like, yeah, and then, some guy got pissed because it was his ex-girlfriend, and he DM'd me, and, he just said like, dude, that's fucked up, like, blah, 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 and this kid literally just goes, I just sent a DM back that just said lol, and I'm like, LOL? Like, you're now just using that as like an actual word in the dictionary. Like,
Bingo.
I want to punch my own eyes out. Like, this is just, it's stupid. And people are doing things because they're like, how many likes can I get? How many followers can I get? And it's like, why don't you just use social media, again, to go back from other episodes, like, for what it is? Like, just be social. Just show, like,
People
you're...
use it to get paid, man. That's why they want the likes. That's why they need the followers. That's why they need the retweets. It's a money making. It's an income source now. Like, everything is going to be monopolized. Like, everybody is always going to find a way to turn whatever one pure thing is. There's always going to be somebody that's going to be like, how am I going to make money off of this?
Yeah.
And it's going to ruin everything.
And so I
or
love...
not.
Well, now,
Oh, it is.
Hello, podcast. Hello, sponsors.
but that's why we keep having these conversations, like
Email us.
where it would just be great to do it like organically and genuinely. Where I guess to go to your point real quick. Again, it's people pay for followers, and
Yeah.
like that's a real thing. And then
Yeah.
I found out that I guess you do that because once you hit a certain number, like
Yeah.
that is essentially a qualifier
Yeah.
to get promoted
Bingo.
or get
But I'm saying,
sponsorships.
I had a lady come in that was that model for my mom's like friend's shop downtown.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say she's famous or anything, but
Yeah.
she even said like she has a video that has over millions of likes, and she has to get to a certain threshold before she makes more money.
Yeah.
And it's not only in followers, but the number of views that video
Yep.
hits.
Yeah, and I mean it goes into my whole theory of like how do you even get paid off of like like it's just a weird
Because
concept.
it's your views, so like they look at how many followers you have, how many views you're getting, put it in the algorithm, and that's what companies are like. Okay, bet I will send you a free Yeti, drink out of it on your video because you're getting at least 100,000 views.
Yeah.
That's 100,000 views of you
It just sees that
using
cup,
my
yeah.
Yeti cup, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, let me try this out."
But
She's
the-
using
Talk
it.
to
let
us.
me do it.
Talk to us.
So that's
Right.
where try and tie it together is I think it's so interesting that these people that their claim to fame is they have millions of followers, and then they want to branch out because now it's like I think everybody's figuring out that they can just do their own thing without bringing the man into it. Like they don't need some
Yeah.
old business guy to run shit. It's like I can just make my own company. I can do my own thing. But that doesn't mean just because you have 1 million followers in one category, you're going to instantly get 1 million followers or 1 million people to buy your product or service in another category.
No,
and
absolutely not.
it's a crazy, like I think, smack in the face where it's like, okay, well, if there was a law or a rule in place where with your initial account or your numerous accounts, how valid is this?
Yeah, but that's why everybody always tags all their accounts. Like whatever your main video was, you're gonna
Yeah.
put your link to all your other social media apps to it. Like your Twitter is gonna have like your link tree in it. Everything's gonna have like your link tree in it, so they can just go follow
Yeah, you
everything.
watch a video on Instagram
But
from
you're gonna
Barstool,
see the
you're going to see
same
it on
video.
Twitter
Yeah.
the second you pull that app up.
No, and I understand that, but I guess what I'm saying is just because you have 1 million in this category does not mean, it's going to overflow into everything else that you do. And to go back with it, to try, again, to tie another bow on it, there's a lot of bows. How many of those are real people?
Right.
Like, and that's my whole point is it's like, so you basically faked your way to fame so you could, hit this check mark to hit this threshold. What's the point if
Well,
whenever...
once you have that check mark, real people are going to be more inclined because you have a check mark. The algorithm's going to put you to the top.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be on the For You pages, and everybody's going to see your things, and they're going to be like, okay,
Right.
boom, hit
That's
the
all that
follow,
thing
hit the
means,
like,
yes.
whatever.
Yeah, but I guess it
Blue
just...
check mark is just the
So
front
you
of the
get the
line.
10,000 fake ones, so people are like, oh, this person has 10,000 followers. Let me see what they're about. Let me da-da-da-da-da. And
Right.
that's how you gain 100,000 followers because now you're just showing up, and then you pay the money to get boosted to
Right.
be like, here's $50, put me at the top of everybody's thing in my area.
And I guess maybe the whole thing is like, sure, if you took the pie of it, 5% of it is always just going to be like, not sheer jealousy, but you're just like, man, that's really cool that you made it. Like, what I would give to have that.
Yeah.
But I guess for me, it's pulling back the layer of like, if you're going to have it the right way. Like, why would you want to get there just faking it and buying your way into
Because you fake it till you make it, bud.
Yeah, but I think it's just one of those things that's been implemented and now it's like become the like just odd norm where just make it because you're good and you genuinely want it. Like why does it have to be fake it till you make it?
Because we need it now. People want it
It's
now.
a gratification.
Yeah.
So I love that you said that. I put we live in this world where there's a weird mentality right now. I think it's viral or bust.
Yeah.
If you don't go viral, it's like, why did I do this? Why did I ever come here? Why did I show up to the party? Like,
Well, it depends on what you do in the video. Like if you're fucking putting jalapeno peppers in your eyeballs to try and do a video and you don't go viral, well, now you just can't
Oopsie.
see.
Yeah.
And now you're blind. You have no viral video.
but isn't that kind of crazy? So that's why I guess I said, I mean, we've talked about it before on either last week or the week before, where I feel like integrity wise or just like my moral compass doesn't want to cave to that bullshit. Like, and I guess I say bullshit loosely because if you made it, by doing those videos, like, good for you. Like, you were the one that essentially the algorithm picked, or like people somehow.
You still had to make it. People
Yeah,
still had to
like,
like
and it worked. But then think of how many times when there's a viral dance or a challenge or something, the amount of videos that get made and nothing happens from it, you're just like.
You got to put the right hashtags together, dude.
And I don't like that. Like, it's just like, you should be appreciated because you're good.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just, I don't know. I just.
Hashtag 2D1D, hashtag IRL, hashtag LOL, hashtag podcast, hashtag Midwest, hashtag we the best.
But no, and so I guess
For real.
other, bullet points to it, because it is becoming very interesting to me, and I'm nervous, as I've always talked about, where the world's going because of social media and how people treat it, where news now is almost taking a turn to where people have, and I don't know what this demographic is because it's not me, and again, not my flavor, but it could be somebody else's. People genuinely want to know if celebrities followed or unfollowed this person, if relationships, like, who DM, like, you know what I mean? Like, people report that shit. And I'm like, that's so fucking stupid.
You got to let the people know, man.
Like, that's just, I find it so bizarre
Hot trade coming through.
and just corny. Like,
I mean, me as a gambler, I do follow that stuff. Paulo Banchero got followed by all the Magics
Because he got crushed.
players. So then you're just like, no, this is pre-draft.
Oh, yeah.
And he was going number 3, but then now all the Magic started following him on Instagram and Twitter and everything, and you're just like, well, something's brewing right here now.
But you know
so
what
then you put in that future for the plus 700.
okay, what you're saying makes sense. Like, you're doing research and, like, you're profiting off of it, essentially, which
You're
is
reading the tea leaves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You're just talking about.
like, what I'm talking about is literally, what was it? Kyler Murray's a great example. We live in a world now where if you want to
Like video games?
shout out Call of Duty, double XP weekends. Like, if you want to spark a flare or ruffle the feathers, you just unfollow your organization on Instagram. That's
Oh, yeah.
so fucking stupid.
2 years into a 5-year deal.
Here's a thought. Have a conference. Have a meet. Have a press. Whatever. Like, and albeit
That's negotiating in 2022.
Yeah.
That's me saying, I don't like the offer you gave me.
which is what I was gonna say is, like, have a meeting, hold a press conference, do whatever. Don't tell them whatever. Just be a fucking man about it. And
That is their press conference.
step up to the podium. Hey,
He did. He had Kevin Durant. Adios, Steve Nash. You are not the coach
Scrubbed
next
him.
year, bud.
yeah,
All right, so we're voting.
yeah.
In 2 sentences or less,
Say the hot take.
tell
in
me
2
what I'm
sentences.
voting on.
The hot take is social media needs to have. I want to make sure I phrase it right. I don't want to say, like, clamps put on it,
That's not the right phrase.
right? But it's like, we need to do something, because I think it is going to lead to, for better or worse, like, we're just going to find everything out, and then the world's just going to be pure chaos. You know what I mean?
Right, but what am I in this moment deciding on?
Social media needs rules.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
Not a hot take.
Not a hot take.
Wrap it.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, damn it.
It's all right. It's
We need to-
episode 53, though.
We need to bring back
I mean,
the
that's what
societal
Elon was trying to
topics.
do.
It's,
You know
it's,
what
a
I mean?
calm- it's a good take. It doesn't
Shot
mean the
talk.
discussion wasn't good.
Yeah.
It just means it wasn't a hot take.
All right.
It's no
Not,
ketchup.
not
We'll
to end
we'll
on.
figure it out.
That's a hot take. Not to end on a bummer note. I did read it today. I do want to give a little shout out though. Old Sandra D
Yep.
from Greece.
The other one that I
Olivia
want.
Newton-John.
She died?
Passed away, 71.
We
So-
should have led with that.
I honestly, I was gonna say is my best or my worst of the week.
That's my best of the week.
That's my worst, but I
Damn.
just was like, yeah, I'm not gonna make it a big deal. I just want to throw it out there because again, Grease, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Sandra Dee, she did it. Olivia Newton-John,
One of the most iconic roles of all time.
absolutely. R.I.P.
Talk about it.
Don't
Stud.
talk about it.
Yes, there we go. That's how you send somebody out.
Yeah. Okay.
Episode
Fuck, man.
53.
Well, that sucks.
Next week, episode 54.
All right, guys.
154.
Studio 54.
Studio
There he
54.
is.
See you
We
there.
are out.
Peace.
Bye.